first.
So do you guys go back out after taking the rest in Big Bad Spider?
Yes, you did
Yeah, we
dispose.
left the spider then and returned to town.
Yep. In
Where we
fact,
had a nap.
I was there for the nap.
and I allowed you guys to rest for the night for free in the inn over here, so you don't need to spend money for that. You did have to spend a little bit of money on the road, but I think you guys covered that with some of the reward money that you got. I see that not everybody is in the Roll20, so those who are not, feel free to hop on.
Yep. I just need to get my laptop and start it up and everything. I'll be there in a minute.
I seriously thought that was a fighting arena over there. But no, it's a goddamn temple.
Yeah, same shit.
Alright, so let's switch some music over here. And you notice that Aurora, whatever her name was, decides to head back home because this adventure was not for her.
And I'm going to equip the shield. Since you're not using it. You said it's poor quality, so any traits that I need to be aware of?
I believe poor quality gives you a -10 straight up to plucking. Let me double check, but I believe that's what it is on the shield.
Something pretty meaning like that. Level something? Yeah.
Poor quality armor. Takes extra effort for the character to maintain.
But the shield is considered a weapon.
True. If you look at the poor quality on a weapon, it's -10% to the weapon skill. I'm sorry, -5% to the weapon skill.
Okay, so that's how much you reduce by pluck. Alright. Alright, there we have some background music. I'll check if that's running. Alright, we're good. So after the long rest, watch me use some D&D terms here, you find yourself back in the Fluffy Tail, I believe it was called. Such a stupid name, but that's what I rolled. And you notice that some adventurer groups have come back and are licking their wounds.
I'd like to talk to some of the other groups, share tales of the adventures they had,
Okay.
see what they actually did and how it measures up against our adventure.
Okay, let me see. Looks like one of the groups dealt with a horde of overgrown rats in the sewers. And looks like 2 of the party members are contracted with some kind of a illness that they got from the rats.
Yikes! Sounds nasty, boys.
Okay. Oh well, good. Sucks for them. Can I roll gossip to learn, or to like see if I can find any news about the Lord's second son? Who is
sure
bragging about how cool he was. Any modifiers, or just like a flat roll?
It would be a flat roll in this case. Actually, you are in a inn, so tell you what, I will take that back and give you a +5.
Alright. Well, I rolled a 95, so the +5,
It seems
Brings that down to 90.
another group was helping a group of refugees that were being chased by their slave, like their master, and there was quite a scuffle over the refugees. And looks like the third group was dealing with a hedge knight that was betrayed that betrayed their order and went rogue.
so basically nothing as cool as fighting giant spiders, is what you're telling me.
I don't know, depends on how cool the night was.
Can't be that cool if he was hanging out in fucking hedges all day.
I mean, that's just what they are
Fair
called.
enough. That would be
Yeah,
a stick,
no.
but yes.
But you don't hear any rumors about the second son, but you do know this like this bigger group on the street, and you see like a bit of a hassle.
Alright. I'll check out the hassle. See what it's all about.
You see like a group of people, and they are huddled in a semicircle, as you see like some of the official members of the organizers of the adventuring, like the people who are holding this little adventure together. And you see like the notice board, and you see like this scorecard. Well, not a scorecard, but like this huge announcement table that has like everybody's rankings on them. And you see like the top 5, and you notice that you guys are currently the second place in points. Over you seems to be the second son's group, Deacon Newman's group. They seem to hold a little bit more points than you guys currently. But as you get closer to the semicircle, you see Deacon in the middle of them, and he's arguing with one of the holders of this little competition. And it seems that he is making an argument that since one of his few of his party members are injured, they are not allowed to continue at the adventure until they're better. But he is making the argument that why not? That he should be allowed to continue for now. And he seems to be yelling his head off about it.
He doesn't have much value for the lives of his men. Doesn't
Yes,
value.
An honor, for that matter.
But this is a good thing for us. if he's delayed, perhaps we have a better shot than we thought.
Does it look like he's winning the argument?
Looks like currently no. That it's in the rules of the competition that the groups needs a fully list of members.
So the organizer doesn't seem to be caving in to his demands.
Doesn't seem like it. It seems like one of them is clearly like there's three of them. Like one of them is completely agreeing with him, like just completely kissing his ass. Like yes, we should totally let him do this. Yes, he should be allowed to win this automatically. Yes, pretty much is the gist of it. And the two others that seem to be a little higher up the chain of command seem to disagree.
No point in interfering, if you ask me.
True enough. Let's just hope he's delayed. I believe that he is currently on the losing end of a bet, if he's not allowed to keep going.
He'll find more muscle. Sure as daylight.
Fair enough.
Yeah, anything that delays him is in our favor.
Could we afford to get everybody really drunk, so that he might find it might be harder for him to find the replacement for his wounded man if everybody's too fat and lazy with too much drink and food. But we probably couldn't afford that. Not to mention it would be dishonorable, so forget I said anything. We should just hurry. And yeah, the longer we wait for him to get more men, the less advantaged we are. We should press our advantage while we still have it.
Agreed.
Yeah, agreed. We should perhaps take one of the more, well, I don't want to say risky, but one of the more valuable missions. And if we're lucky, we can pass him. Even if he does end up being allowed to keep going.
Yeah, we'll check the board, I guess, to see what's available.
Are any of you still wounded from our last encounter?
I'm not.
Nope. Not a scratch.
Then, no reason why we shouldn't go.
So you guys go and look over the adventuring port over at the side, and you notice that most of the adventuring quests have been taken, but there's two left that are available currently. One of them reads as such, Farmer's Travel, and it has like this little description of greetings, I am a farmer from south of the city, and some of my crops have been stolen from some birds by daily basis, and these birds have particularly darkened eyes, and they do not seem to leave me alone. I need some help getting rid of them. And it has like an arbitrary point value for the quest, and a reward based on how well you accomplish the job. And the other's job seems to be a little bit more vague, as it reads Blacksmith's Troubles. It seems that this town has a blacksmith, and most of his customer base has been disappearing. And
sounds
he
more
needs to
interesting.
figure out what's going on.
That certainly sounds more interesting than the birds.
Agreed.
What's the point value of the blacksmith one in relation to the farmer's trouble?
It seems that the farmer's trouble seems to be a little bit more higher in value because it's more obvious dangers.
Really?
Blacksmith losing customers could be another blacksmith in town.
But surely the blacksmith losing customers sounds
Okay, perhaps we should ask what it means to lose customers. Are just flat out less people coming to his shop, or are people going missing? Because that was the first impression I got.
yeah, so did I. If people are going missing, that seems a bit more serious. Maybe it's more urgent if people are.
But if it's just the guy wondering why the hell less people are coming to his shop, that's a lot less, well, interesting and immediate.
Of course,
I mean,
of course.
it wouldn't just be blacksmith's trouble, but people were legitimately going missing.
It does seem that either of the quests that you would take is that you would take the lead in the little competition. So it doesn't really matter which you pick. But do you know this, that the one that you do not pick will be picked by the other adventuring groups?
Well, we do have to consider that the current first place might also pick up a quest, and we definitely need to beat his total point value after that quest.
Well, additionally, if the farmers' troubles cause more people to get injured from their teams, that could give us a little extra lead as well. Give us more time to keep progressing while they're not. If
So just to
blacksmith's
make-
issues are less dangerous, then we.
Actually, how much time is left in this competition?
The time value I believe I gave was like 2 weeks, and you guys have traveled about a week.
Just
So
to be
this
sure,
is
blacksmith trouble are not about people actually going missing, but
Actually,
people...
a little bit more than a week.
So the blacksmith trouble, is it about people going missing or people just not coming to his shop anymore?
It doesn't say in the job board.
Ah,
Well,
Like I said, it's a little vague. Like it seems like the blacksmith himself wrote it, and it says that it seems that some of my customers have been missing, and I need help to solve it.
Well,
So it's
Well,
a little vague if they're missing or if they're just deciding not to come.
well, we could
feel
ask
like
him because he's here. We would have to travel a bit to get to the farm, I guess. So let's ask the blacksmith and then go investigate the farm. Of course,
Well-
in case the blacksmith problem just turns out to be a poor business.
I mean, the bird seems
Not people
straightforward enough
actually
that we
being
could
in
just go
danger.
there.
If
and
people
kill
are
the
not
bird.
in danger, we should go check on the farm as well.
Yeah.
But let us talk to the blacksmith first because he's much closer than the farmer. And based on what he says, maybe we can decide what to do.
The goal
that's
is
fair.
to-
We may be able to pick up a second quest after Blacksmith.
This
Well, I
the
mean,
goal
how-
is for us to win the competition, right?
I mean, how many
the
days
more-
ride is the farm?
The farmstead seems to be 3 days travel, so it would be just enough to go there and come back within time.
Oh, fuck. Yeah, let's go to the blacksmith then.
Yeah, I think. the
But
blacksmith-
nobody said that if we ask the blacksmith what the problem is, we automatically agree to take on his quest. We can
No,
just
but if we don't take it now, somebody else might while we are out.
Right.
It's true.
Can we take both of them?
I mean, you could potentially try to take both, but it is like against the rules of the competition, pretty much.
That's what I was asking, is if it's
So you could potentially, because like there is like to the side there is like this overseer that's looking
Let's
that
not-
everybody gets one.
Let's not get disqualified here.
no.
Well, let's
that-
just
that-
employ logic here and assume that if people did go missing, we would see a notice about that rather than
Yeah.
lack
Yeah.
of customers.
Well,
So
here's the thing.
think of it, it doesn't sound that urgent. So let's go to the farm. Seems to
We
work.
can do
I
the
don't think
blacksmith
farm
one
is the
way
best
faster.
option. I think
We can do
the
that.
blacksmith is the better option for us to win this competition.
Yeah.
Now, I understand you may be looking at what's good for the people, but this isn't about the people. Somebody's going to go investigate that. If we don't take it, something's going to happen. If it doesn't get success, if they don't succeed, then
To interrupt you for a second, the people missing is the blacksmith's quest.
no, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people out in the farm having problems. If that's a bigger concern for for other well-being, and the blacksmith concern is just people aren't coming to his shop, well, regardless, they look. You said they give about the same score value, and if there's a danger out there at the farm, that's gonna potentially cause a lower point return for the people who go out there, whereas if it's not a big deal with the blacksmith and he's just a crappy blacksmith, we'll get the points and we'll be able to get more points quicker. We'll also not have as much likelihood of getting injured. If the
And we
person
may even
is
finish.
the blacksmith seems to be the best bet.
We may even finish the blacksmith problem faster, and maybe we'll have enough time to go for the farm too.
For the
If
farm,
we
or
finish
one of the
that
others that these other people took, or maybe a new listing of things for us to look into.
To the blacksmith then.
That's what I think. I mean, if we're looking for points, that's going to be quicker, or should be.
What do the rest of you think?
I agree with the going to the blacksmith first.
To the
Yeah.
blacksmith.
Because it's, you know,
I'm in agreement.
substantially shorter
you-
walk.
You take the little scroll off the board and the overseer nods to you, and you go to the location where the blacksmiths have been marked. Because it does give like a proper... hold on, I need to check really quickly something if I have certain something.
Oh, how much experience did we get for the last session?
200.
200.
200.
We all got
so
dodge, I think.
if you look at the extra goodies text channel, there's, I think that's where it was listed.
Yes,
Or
there
what-
is a little XP sheet that you can follow.
Share that.
But you go into the pretty close to the like rich district of the town near the high city, and you come across this quite a fine-looking blacksmith's establishment where many people were walking about. It seems the current time is about midday-ish. And it's pretty close to the rest of the shopping area. Let me see.
Excuse me,
It's
we are looking.
Oh, hold
We're
on.
looking for a blacksmith in charge of this place. Someone who posted a quest.
The name of the blacksmith is Hammer in Hand. Yes, anyways. You head in and you ask that question. Behind the desk you see like this a pretty old humanoid behind the desk, and he is working on some like something in the small forge next to him, like this slab of steel. And he looks at you and he rubs his like long beard and looks, I am him. I posted that for the competition.
So what seems to be the problem? It said you are losing customers.
Well, not... Well, missing customers, more like it.
How so? Are they missing from your shop or from their homes?
While
Well,
they're talking, I want to walk around the shop and examine the goods.
I serve many of the adventuring folk around this town. I sell all kinds of weapons and general goods out of this shop. You can see a fine selection of loots and swords and whatnot. And I had quite a few regulars that come here quite often. You look over the goods and they seem pretty good, like value, and the prices seem legitimate. Like this seems like a proper like establishment. And I have had quite a few regulars that have stopped coming to my shop. I even have gone to their houses and they're not there.
So people are actually missing.
Troublesome.
I tried contacting the city guard, but it says that they're adventurers. And adventurers go missing constantly, so they won't bother sending any investigation teams. So I need somebody to look into it.
Can you give us a
Were
list?
were they part of this contest?
Oh, no, well, a few of them, but I had quite a few old adventuring folk that are a little too old for this, and they haven't come. I have gone to 6 of their houses of my regulars, and they haven't come. Like here, he opens like this checkbook list, and he brings out like the huge book, and he goes through some regular names that has like a discount, and he points like a dozen names that have gone missing. These people are completely lost or haven't come by.
Did any of them have any outstanding orders you were working on before they went missing?
Not especially. Some of them were going on a minor adventure, but they were to come back. I know of one that actually died, but it seems I don't have the access to examine his body. It seems like those records are sealed.
Perhaps
Should
we
ask
should.
around the neighborhood. Should ask their neighbors around the taverns they frequent.
I asked.
What's going on with the mic there?
I asked 6 of the regulars' families and nearby neighborhood, and they haven't seen my customers in at least a month or so.
Were these people all? I mean, did they know each other? Did they?
Oh, well, some of them knew. I mean, adventuring business, you come to know a few people. The only sad thing about this, my competition in this town is getting quite a boost from this. It seems that people are coming afraid of my shop. And they are getting a boost from every other customer are going to their blacksmith.
Well, that's unfortunate. I believe we shall be asking around for your missing customers.
Can you give us a list of those names?
Oh, yes, here. I have this scroll. I have to keep this book, but here's all of the names. I have crossed out the names that I haven't checked in on.
Does the book have addresses?
It does.
Okay, so let's make a list.
And it does seem like it has like a dozen names, and 6 of them are crossed out. Like he said that he has checked on their families and neighbors.
Alright, so let's make a list of the missing and go ask around their neighborhood and places they work. If we know where they work, does the blacksmith tell us?
I mean, they're adventurers, so adventurers can be like either freelance or...
So of course I'm going to ask him any useful information on who might know something about them or their schedule. And we'll
he
take
points out that the local adventuring guild might know a little bit more, since they're like in contact with them a little bit more often.
Okay, so we learn there's a local adventuring guild.
Do these
But-
do their addresses seem to be close to the same area?
No, like most of them seem to be in the city. One of them, actually 2 of them seem to be out of the city limits. But rest of them seem to be kind of scattered around the city. Mostly in the poor district. You do notice that one of them is in the high district. High city portion.
Let's go ask around.
Agreed.
Now, I will not do this one by one, but I will let you guys roll A, gossip, B, charm, or C, any appropriate skill for like asking around. Because doing 6 NPCs would become pretty slow.
My charm failed. If I have both charm and gossip, can I use them both? Or just one?
Sure.
I would like to use perception. There's no listening skill, right?
Perception, yes.
Perception to hear, to see if I can overhear any conversations that might be useful.
Okay, I will accept that.
That is a very good success. 3 degrees.
So, Robin, first of all, you are asking around the families about the missing personnel, and it does seem like within a couple of months span, most of their personnel have just gone missing on and what would seem to be a pretty simple quest like herb gathering or collecting firewood, like something that people should not die from, like it's completely mundane quests. And it seems that they just haven't heard from them within that time span. Now, is there any particular question that you would like to ask the family or their relatives?
Do they know who gave out the quests?
It seems that for the most part, Adventuring Guild was the main contractor, but some of them were taking the quests from the local adventuring board.
We should ask there to see if the quests were posted by the same person.
Maybe look for specific locations to see if there's any pattern. Like from where they disappeared at.
But, Holler, Boreal, you're going around the town and listening on some conversations that some of the adventuring folk are talking about, and they're talking about the new blacksmith in town. And they're saying that the prices in this particular blacksmith are 20% lower than any of that in the, what did I name it, Hammer in Hand. That it seems like all of the items in there are absurdly cheap.
Interesting. Might be nothing. Might be someone killing adventurers and stealing their gear.
Okay.
Yes.
And maybe the Hammer and Hands mark might be on some of it if it is somebody killing adventurers and selling their gear.
We can definitely check that.
So, we need to check the new blacksmith and the adventurers guild.
Which one do you will go first?
Let's go to the Adventurer Guild. We've
Yeah.
already talked to the
I
blacksmith,
don't think I have a map for it, but we can just imagine that you come into this pretty luxurious building in the middle of the town. And you see many of the booths and you see the job boards on the sides. And you see, since especially there's the contest, you see that it's a pretty busy place currently. Lots of adventuring folk taking quite a bit of coin. And you go up to the clerk and you see this lovely little lady behind it. And she's like, "Hello, may I help you today?"
Hi, yes. We are looking into a few adventurers who have recently gone missing on, well, standard quest, really.
Of course.
I enter the list. Could you perhaps tell us which quests they were last assigned and who posted those quests?
Let me see. Are you perhaps a family member or a relative?
No, but we have been contracted by friends of those people to find them.
Well, it's not like this is restricted information, so I might as well. Let me see. Jonathan was lost in the woods collecting herbs. Let's see. Carl was the only one killed. Records of Carl's death are restricted, unfortunately. I cannot give those to you. And she goes like she goes through like this quest, like I said. When you hear them, it's like pretty simple quests, like I said, like herb gathering or collect firewood, or like just completely mundane quests that you can think of, like help the grandma in her home.
This is strange. Anything that gets them in the wood, basically.
Yeah, it seems that most of them, even the grandma one, are just outside of the city outskirts. Like that's like the one collective theme of all of the disappearances.
This is foul play here.
I
don't like the sound of this.
Still open? Like, have they been completed and turned in for the...
It seems that they're partially completed. It seems that they returned into the city, but then disappeared. Like, it does say that, like, it does have the report of the city cards, and it does say that they have checked in on the city gates.
Do they have friends or families?
Some of them do, not all of them.
We should talk to their friends and families and ask them.
I mean, you already kind of did that with the gossip rolls.
Ah,
And they pretty much said that the time frame is correct and they haven't come home.
so of course, by speaking with their families, I would have asked them if they noticed anything strange about the persons, if they seemed different, if they.
No, it doesn't seem like it. It seems that they went out one day and they didn't hear them from them, like, at all.
We should investigate the forest then.
It's a
Well,
big fucking place.
If they made it back through the city gates, then maybe wouldn't their disappearances have been in the city proper?
Yes, but investigating the woods where all of them went before going, before disappearing, might give us some clues on what happened. Maybe
The
there's
woods are very big. The
Maybe.
woods are a very big place.
Yes, so we should get somebody who can track and
Better yet,
follow the tracks and see if we can find anything.
just follow. We don't know what tracks to follow.
Human tracks.
We don't have a set of tracks.
Not to mention that the time frame like his has been from this day to upwards of a month, so some of those tracks, I hate to tell you this, but I don't think even he can find a month old tracks.
Hunters
There's gonna
and
be more jobs in the outskirts of the woods, right?
Huh?
Yeah, let's fucking take a few jobs and try to lure them out.
Yeah, if they're willing to let us take some of these jobs to go out in the woods that haven't been completed.
We could do that, but we also still have to check on the blacksmith, new one.
We could do that on the way out.
If we were to follow in their tracks, we might discover whatever happened to them. So we should retrace their steps from the beginning. What undertaking they had, where they got, where they went. We should try to do whatever they did, and maybe we can discover something. If they went into the woods to gather wood or whatever, I suggest we should do the same and see if anything happens to us. But unlike them, we would be prepared because we will be together and we will be on our guard.
I mean, there's got to be more jobs in the woods. These guys are probably still doing this, so we just take the job and try to lure them out.
Fair enough.
Take the jobs, put our name down on the jobs so that there's a record of somebody doing it, and then we go out there and because realistically, I kind of maybe somebody's reviewing this list, and that's how they're choosing who they're going to attack.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe cultists or witches in those woods, and they bewitch the people that go later disappearing.
Oh, well, you go to the like job board and you see some mundane quest, like one of them is like collect herbs.
Alright, let's take this quest, this job, and be on our way. Do we need to register for?
It seems like the job board quests are unregistered. It does seem like the reward is not full, but to get a proper adventuring license would cost like a couple of silver pieces each, 5 silver pieces.
Let's do it then.
Yeah.
Let's do exactly what they did.
Yeah.
I mean, the one other common factor between the adventurers does seem to be that they were registered beforehand.
Then we should register. Do we pay 5 silver each?
Yes, it would be 5 silver for a registration fee for one person.
Also, it's 5 silver.
Yeah, I pay my 5 silver.
Yeah,
Registration.
And
Wow, silver.
yeah, and the registration, they give you like this little card, and you sign your like name and pretty much your like job, and they give you like this small little talk tag and this small little card.
Hey guys, something we might want to think about. Are they all going out by themselves? If we go out as
Could you repeat your question, please? I missed half of that.
Yes.
as did I.
He was asking if they went on their own, and it does seem like yes.
That might be a problem. So do you suggest we should split up? We might meet the same fate as they did, with nobody becoming wiser.
Well, how many of you guys are good at being stealthy?
I mean,
I never found a reason to learn such a skill. I do my
skilled
business in daylight.
shadow.
I am fairly stealthy. I can also follow tracks, so I could follow behind one of you.
What if you were to follow behind all of us? Because the second one will follow the first, the third one will follow the second one, and so on. That way we don't all go missing.
So we'll register as one man, and then we will all go out into the woods.
Well, so shall you guys head out straight, or shall you stop by the shop?
Why would we stop at the shop?
The other blacksmith that
To see if the goods he's selling might bear any mark or craftsman's mark of the hammer in hand.
Yeah, we should do that too.
But we were at the blacksmith shop already. Could we just try
It's a
to
different
remember?
blacksmith.
that's two of them. There's the hammer in hand and this blacksmith that is selling some of the goods in the town like 20% off.
Yeah,
Which
and
is
they're,
an interesting
good quality
tactic.
for- yeah, like good quality, not as in actual game mechanic, but good quality as in like they're not crappy goods. They're just really cheap.
But it does sound like you do guys want to stop by. So you walk into this like a little bit seedier side of the town, and you come across this pretty new looking building, and it's called the Right Clank. And you see it's a pretty dimly lit blacksmith establishment. Shall you head in?
Yeah,
Yes, please.
Let me see if I did correctly. Yes. So you come in, and it's a pretty quaint little shop, and you see all kinds of shields and weapons all over the shelves and the table. You see the guy behind it. He has like this twirly mustache on his, and he has like this huge grin when you come in, and he's like, "Hello, welcome to my shop. Can I interest in you some quality goods? Everything is 20% off now and always.
Oh, yes, good sir. We would be quite interested in your goods.
Excellent choice, my friend. My shop is the best in the town. I cannot tell you, friend, how good my items are.
That sounds wonderful.
How about this lovely little shield for you, for my friend? It's from a new patch. Fairly sturdy and good in a fight.
I inspect the goods. I'm looking for signs that they've been used.
Mm-hmm.
No.
I want to inspect the goods and look for, like, craftsman's mark or, you know, replacement / forgery lines or anything like that.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh. Any skill that you might feel is appropriate, fielder, if you have, like, I believe it's smithing, that could be a really good skill. Evaluate might work.
Art
No,
is-
not
I
really.
can offer perception.
Perception is definitely a good choice.
Trades are advanced skills, right?
Yes.
So close.
Yeah, same. Missed by 2 points.
Could I roll like heraldry to see if I recognize any of the symbols on the shields?
Sure. I mean, they're not exactly like noble weapons, but they might be from like a family line.
Yeah, to see if they like. I'm mostly seeing if maybe they'd been like stolen from somewhere else.
One of the guys that's missing was from the High Quarter.
You're going through the goods. At first inspection, they don't seem like nothing special. They look pretty average, like value. They're pretty average quality. You don't almost see no good weaponry. But Robin, as you're going through the items, you come across a few interesting items. First, you find like this dagger in this assortment of goods, and it has like a gold hilt to it. And you're like, this doesn't exactly belong. But you don't find any markings on it. But the next thing that catches your eye, you find like this rapier in the middle of nowhere that doesn't fit in also. And you come into this like hilt and you're trying to read it, and you find like this in the hilt, almost like a part of it has been scratched off, and you see like a start of a T, or what seems to be a T.
Yeah.
And the third item that you find is like this medallion of like a family line, but it doesn't have any of the family markings on it. Instead, it seems like it has been burned. Like all of the engravings of it are clearly burned. I see, my friends, you have chosen some interesting goods. Well, a knight has definitely good eyes.
The items, they look disfigured at points.
Oh, of course, well, you know how it is. Some of my goods are a little used.
You mind if I ask where you acquired these items from?
Oh, I'm a collector. I go out and I collect some items. Well, no, not exactly me, but I have a couple of friends that we happen to just find this lying around here and there, and they're sometimes damaged.
Here and there? Where exactly?
You know, trade secret.
You do know that people are missing.
They are?
And you just
Oh
happen
my.
to come across these items and you're telling me trade secret. So I would very much like to know, and believe me, I intend to offer you no competition in the smithing trade. I just want to know what happened to those people, so if you could point us in the right direction, I'd be very appreciative.
Well,
I mean, if this item is cursed, we don't want to buy that item.
you are making sense, sir, but some of them have come through. In the woods, we have found some items, and in some caves. Depends, really.
Oh,
Some of them I craft myself.
But if I remember correctly, these people that have gone missing after they returned from the woods. So if they found these items in the woods, may not be related to.
Maybe they left it in the woods. I don't.
Does anybody have like a JI roll or like a judge intentions roll or con or something to see if this is bullshit?
Does this system have insight? Perception would definitely work too if you're like reading his intention. I will allow that since this system doesn't have insight or any appropriate skill that you might think of. So, but perception would definitely work. Maybe straight up intelligence to roll to see.
Yeah, intelligence should be most the more appropriate one, I think.
Well, even with perception, you could see his like mannerisms, and if you know what you're looking at, you can definitely tell. Lip reading, no. Haggle, no. No, I don't. I can't think of anything else than int or perception. Maybe some of the trade skills, but I can't think of appropriate trade skill for this. So, you guys are like looking at him when he's talking. He doesn't seem to be much lying, but Robin, at least to your eyes, but Robin, you're looking at him and he almost like has this like nervous twitch every now and then as he's like scratching his beard, and he's like not looking at you really. He's just kind of blathering at you, really. So you think his intentions are not exactly accurate?
How many guards does he have? Does he have any guards?
You look around and you point out at least 3 guards in this room. And 3 normal citizens that are just shopping about.
Kind of smiling wide, Robin to the rest, or to the blacksmith. Could I have a moment to speak with my associates in private about it?
Of course, you are picking some of the finest wares. Feel free to come back at any time, which... So you guys step out of the shop and you come into the... It's actually pretty close to the harbor, this shop. Streets
selling
are
full
somewhat
plate
busy,
mail by
but
any chance?
huh?
Was he selling like full plate by any chance?
No.
No.
Chain
That
though.
was
He did have chain.
nah. That's insufficient for my requirement. But yeah.
He had
That's
like
fair.
pieces of plate, but he didn't have like a full set.
Yeah.
Do you have any helmets?
He does have helmets, leather, and it seems he has studded leather helmets too. And he has a couple of chain, what do you call it, like clouds.
When we get out, I'll be telling everyone like, yeah, he was bullshitting us. Yeah, no, something he's not telling us either. He's got a disreputable source to source his goods from where he's doing this as direct.
I find it all very suspicious. He's selling at unreasonably low prices.
That is true.
He's dodgy about the origin of those items.
He said he just found them in the woods. Just
Well, he
stumbled
said he
across.
has friends who
Which is
find
just
them.
suspicious as all hell.
Yeah.
We can check for marks.
As far as I know, people are not in the habit of throwing away their weapons and shields. There's something really wrong going on.
So what do you say we maybe wait for him to close shop and maybe ask him while he's walking home?
We could try and follow him.
Or we could try smiting it out of his lying mouth.
I like that plan best.
That would work.
While I personally, of course, like that plan, perhaps we should not start a fight in the middle of town?
Agreed. With no proof, we could be found as an aggressor. And I don't want to spend time in a jail.
What are your thoughts then?
If you really think that he's concealing something, then maybe shadowing him and following behind him, or tracking him after he closes shop might be the best bet.
Well, I mean, if he's
Yeah,
up
he
to some
mentioned
shady
he's
shit, he's
got-
not going to report it. So we don't really have to worry about that if being arrested is a problem for you.
Well, he's also running a professional, legitimate business and hasn't had any questions asked of him until now. So
Also, personally, yes, being arrested is a problem for me.
yeah.
Well, I mean, he's not going to call the guards on us. The man is doing a bunch of illegal shit. Well, the last thing he wants is a bunch of guards around him. Well, you know, official guards, not the, hired swords he has in there.
Are
He
there
said he
any
got-
inns or taverns that overlook his meeting? Or shop?
No, not here. There is like close by, but it's like some walking distance away. It wouldn't have exactly eyes on this shop. It's like a pretty tight harbor, like corridor. Like there's a row of buildings to the left side of the street, and there's a row of apartment buildings on the right side of the street. Like,
Okay,
you
then I'll-
might be able to go into one of the buildings, but they seem to be occupied by the citizens of the fine town.
I'll just dress like a beggar. I'll find some beggar and buy his rags, wear them, and prop myself somewhere where I can see people going in and out of the shop. Did he have a back door?
Didn't seem like it. He might have one, but he didn't spot one.
Before doing that, I will of course circle the building and see if he has any.
He doesn't seem to have one.
No courtyard, no anything. So
He does have like a small window, but it seems it's mostly for intention of getting air inside of the building.
I see. So if he has a secret room, it's definitely going to be the basement. Or of course he might get out by the window, but it only leads to some alley or back street. Then I'll do the beggar thing. I'll dress myself as a beggar and
Okay, you throw a couple of copper brass pennies at some beggar, and he's like, "Yes, I'll give you my rags."
Start stripping in the street.
no.
And he's
Of
like,
course,
"I'm gonna buy some booze with this." Alright, anything else that anybody else is doing other than Helmut dressing as a beggar?
No, I want to see where it's going.
We still have the obligation to do that quest.
Not really. It's just kind of like an ongoing...
Alright, so it's not like really binding.
No, it's not like, it's just like mundane, collect X amount of like herbs and you get a couple of coin pieces. It's kind of like an optional ongoing quest.
Alright.
It's like local herbalist is looking 10 of... it's like an MMO quest pretty much.
Alright. Yeah, fair enough.
But it does sound like you guys are waiting till the evening. So, some of you stick around the area and the day passes by. You guys are a little bored. The harbor smells like fish guts and smelly, stinky people. But during the evening, you see the blacksmith will finally open the main door, and he brings out like some of the customers go in and out. But the final customers leave for tonight, and like I said, the blacksmith comes out with his bodyguards. And he seems to come out and he locks the door, and they seem to be walking on the street.
I want to pay attention to where they are, what they're doing, and then I'm gonna make sure I keep my distance, but attempt to shadow them.
Okay.
I want to make sure that I'm using building cover and everything else.
It is the evening, so appropriate plus 10 bonus would apply, because it's hard to see.
Is that how much did you say that was?
Plus 10 in this. If it was like the dead of night, it would be even more, but it's like late evening, so it's only a plus 10.
Yeah, I rolled shit again. 69 on my shadow.
Uh-huh. I mean, you can re-roll with a fortune point if you want, but that will be up to you.
I'll go ahead and re-roll. Jesus.
Even worse. No. No. Is anybody else trying to attempt to shadow, or is it just
I
Dolgrim?
don't have the skill.
Neither do I.
Yeah, me neither.
So Dolgrim,
One of those skills that you can't attempt unless trained, but I think that's kind of weird because anybody could attempt shadowing. It's really not that hard to sneak around.
Yeah, all you need to do is crouch.
Not even that, you just need to break line of sight anytime you get the feeling that he wants to look left or right.
But you see them walking across the street, and they're going a certain direction. Dolgrim, you're following them. They are walking about the town, and for a moment you seem to lose them, but you like quickly run across them. You quickly dash around that corner, and you stumble upon them, and the tradeskeep looks at you, and he's like, hello.
Who's he talking to?
To Dolgrim, since he kind of stumbled upon him. Are you lost, little dwarf?
Actually, I was hoping to talk to you after business.
Oh, really? Well, anything that I can do for you, I will.
Well, I'd like to talk to you about possible other business that you are engaged in, or know people who may be engaged in. You mentioned back at the shop that you had some friends who found these items for you.
Oh, yes, I do. Are you looking for a job?
I might be interested in helping you to find some items.
Oh, are you perhaps a friend?
Well, that depends on how this conversation goes, I guess, doesn't it?
He gives you like a weird hand sign.
Not anything that a Shieldbreaker would recognize, I'm guessing.
You do not have the appropriate skill or talent, but I will let you roll intelligence. That's a criminal gang sign, you would assume.
Well, I'm new to these parts. I've only been in the city for a little over a week, maybe 2 weeks. So odds are that I'm not the most familiar with whatever friends you may have there.
Well, I have plenty of friends in the city. If you are looking to get a job, you would have to prove yourself first, my friend. We cannot just let a stranger into the midst of the Brotherhood.
Yeah, I understand that. I had to prove myself in the caves, so I understand the necessity of proving myself in the city to the right groups.
Anyway, we can do this with an initiation fee of 10 gold. That should be easy to acquire for a man like you, right?
It's a pretty steep amount. How long do I have to acquire it?
Take all the time you need, my friend. Beat up a couple of innkeepers, collect some protection money, whatever you need to do.
Alright, I can find you at your shop, yeah?
Yes.
Alright, are there any individual or specific places that your friends may want certain attention paid to or certain attention not paid to?
We cannot reveal that information for an outsider yet. You gotta pay your fee so we know that we can trust you. You understand?
Well, I don't want to step on any toes, though. I don't want to get out of my way and end up getting into yours, per se.
Well, just know this. The harbor area is ours.
That's plenty enough information. I'll be in touch.
And he seems to give like almost like another sign that seems to indicate like good evening or goodbye.
And I'll try to remember that sign, and I'll nod at him, and I'll.
And he nods to you, and he walks off into the darkness. Unless you want to try to shadow again.
No, I don't think that's going to work out that well. I'm not super skilled in it. If it were darker, I'd take advantage of it. I'll make my way back to everybody else, make my way back to my beggar friend.
Yeah, you walk back to Helmut and some of the others who are around.
My plan was to shadow them as well, but I just realized that
You
I
don't
can't.
have it.
So,
Alright. Once I get back to everybody, well, seems like our merchant friend is a member of some organization, criminal organization in town. They say the dock is off limits, and membership dues, as it were, are 20 gold to get in.
Well, that's a tad hefty for this quest.
Yeah, I didn't think that was.
we
something
don't
that was
even
very
have
viable.
20 gold between the 5 of us.
We might have.
Well,
10.
I've got around 12.
well, we at least now have confirmation as to the, fact that this man is a piece of shit and is directly involved in this, so let's get to the scourging, as our good friend Helmut suggested.
Well, the concern I have is. we
Did
don't
you
know how
happen
big
to
these
learn where he
organizations-
lives?
No. Unfortunately, I tripped over the barrel and tripped into it myself, which is why I had to talk to him.
We might burn down his shop.
Yes!
Okay, but the alternative plan, let's not do that.
Yes, burn down the city, go into the jail for...
We really need to find out. Well, we know that people have gone missing. We know that he's a member of some less than savory organization.
And we know that if we burn down his shop, he might get out of his hidey hole and perhaps rush to
We
Right.
will all.
rush to the shop so expeditiously that he might even forget to bring his bodyguards.
We also know that we're going to get arrested for that.
Only if we get caught.
You also know that he shakes down the dock area. I'm sure there's somebody that doesn't like that idea. Maybe they have the information we need.
Yeah, let's see.
Still not.
We
still
don't know
not
where he lives, and we can't do it at his shop because during daylight there are too many eyes watching.
But what I'm saying is maybe there's somebody on the dock he shakes down, doesn't like that does know where he lives. But they themselves don't have the ability to deal with him where we do.
Well, the
That's
trick
a
is
great
finding
idea.
them in a sea of, in a nest of vipers.
Tell you what, if you want a small hint, I can even give it to you with a intelligence check, and it's gonna be an easy check because this is pretty mundane to figure out. You realize that his shop is completely empty right now, right?
Yeah. Well, oh, the guards left
I
too?
actually knew that. Of course, I knew that, but I also figured that whatever incriminating evidence, he would carry it on his person when he closed his shop.
Yeah, unless he doesn't think it's incriminating, excuse me.
But it might be
We
worth
could-
checking out the shop. Yes.
We could always take those items that you found marks on it. Maybe that's proof enough for the blacksmith.
But the same problem with the arson plan. People will see us breaking in, and that will not bode well with the authorities.
He's got a
sure we can
window.
be
Would
sneaky
not
enough
go
to
well
that.
with the authorities.
There's
got a
probably
window.
nobody around the area if it's a residential, or if it's like a retail area at night.
Okay, well, if nobody's around, we might even set fire to the whole damn place.
We're not setting fire to the place.
Yeah, let's see. It's a really busy. Like I said, there's rows and rows of buildings next to you, next to that one, and they're made of wood. What do you think will happen?
It was
We are not setting fire to the city. I can't believe I have to stress this. What is wrong with you?
I can see pretty well without light. I would think the elf over there, and I know that Ulfgar can as well.
Yeah.
Maybe the three of us can sneak around the back and get in through that window and get the few items that might indicate craftsmanship belonging.
Oh, here's a good picture of what it looks like. Yeah, that you're not setting fire to that.
Yeah. You'd still smash it up a little bit, though.
obviously if it's not an isolated building. It's out of the question to start a fire.
As much as I love the idea of incinerating a den of sin, I'm afraid this is not a particularly good den to incinerate.
This really reminds me, Holder, of the other Seabass sending those poor people into that wooden hut, burning to death from the dragon fire.
Fucking hell.
So first order of business is to investigate the inside of the shop.
Sounds good. Shall you go from the front, or shall you try to come from the back?
From the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys gather up
Travel.
on the back side of the street. It's closer to the harbor, so there's some cover. It seems to be not too many people walking about. There is like some people around, but they seem to be asleep. Mostly because they're homeless and they're beggars. They're like to the side. So nobody's especially paying attention to you. And you do see the small little hatch window above you.
Can we climb up to it? Or lift somebody up to it?
You could either try to climb up to it, or you could lift somebody up to it.
Well,
Alright, I think I'll try to lift.
Climbing would obviously need some kind of a climbing check, or if you're lifting up, I guess you could do some kind of a strength or balancing
could we
act.
combine the two? Could somebody? I'm skilled at climbing, so if somebody could give me a lift up, it might give me a benefit on climbing as well.
Any assistance
Somebody help
check
me
would
up with my scale sheer surfaces roll.
Oh, is there a door back here?
No, that's a window.
Oh, just a window?
We could break the window and climb through.
Well, that's the plan, but we got to get up to the window. It's a small window.
Is it not on ground floor?
No.
Ah.
I'll
Well, I
lift
mean,
somebody up.
Yeah. So,
Make
what-
sure whoever makes the climb should collect all of our blankets to silence the window breaking.
We might not have to break the window. Just might need to be pushed open.
Well, just so
One
you
would
know,
get
you
there.
can suppress the sound of a window breaking with a bunch of blankets.
That's good to know. So if we combine it, I have scale sheer surface. Could somebody lifting me give me a bonus to that roll
Yes.
instead of just a single roll for an individual?
Assistance checks are allowed. If you succeed on a assistance check, that would give you a +10.
Okay. So yeah, if somebody wants to try and assist me,
Alright.
How do I do that?
I'm making the roll.
Roll a appropriate skill relevant to the skill that you're trying to roll.
Strength?
Strength, good work, or athletics? I want to say athletics, but this
Okay.
yeah,
so
doesn't have
your phone.
athletics, as I thought.
um,
Alright, well, Helmut is giving you a proper boost, at least.
guess we'll
So-
try again.
Yeah.
No, you did it. You did it because I gave you a 10% boost.
I added it in.
Yeah.
Ah.
I'm at a 30.
So you come pretty close to the window. You try to kind of jump out, but as a dwarf, you're a little too short. But since you Helmut has a really good grip on it, on you, you may attempt again. You jump again, but unfortunately it seems a little too far out once again.
Boreal?
Boreal's pretty light, right? Could somebody with like a decent strength just try to heave him up there, give him like a boost of something or something?
How about showing us some of that
The spider
elven nimbleness?
No.
You see Boreal look at the Tower of Helmut and Dolgrim, and he decides to climb the surface of the wall of himself, and just falls immediately.
Oh,
give me one
I'm
more
a
shot.
criminal, but a sorcerer as well. This place is teeming with the dark arts, obviously.
Like
I only climb trees. These things don't have twigs or branches.
I'll try one more time with the boost from helmet.
Okay.
There we go.
Finally, Dolgrim, you managed to get a really good jump up to the window. And you managed to grab onto the ledge, and you pull yourself up.
Is the window, like, I'll try and push the window.
Thankfully, like I said, it seems to be a window for catching air, and it seems to be unlocked.
Excellent. So I'll open up the window, and if how I've got 10 feet of or 10 yards of rope now. I'm guessing that's going to be enough to.
Yes, that's more than
both
enough.
sides. I'll drop it down both sides and I'll say, "Hang on to this and stabilize me so I can get in." And then I'll climb down the rope on the inside once it seems secure by everybody on the outside.
So, you open the window and you tie the rope to, like, maybe the ledge of the building or something. Maybe
So
they're...
just toss one end down to them so they can hang on to it to count.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
Down.
But,
Have a look inside.
you
this
get,
rat.
like, this whiff of, like, stenched up, dried up blood. It smells like a pretty thick iron smell.
And have I climbed down yet, or am I still at the window?
You have climbed down.
Okay. Whew.
Don't we all get inside?
Do you all climb inside?
Yeah, I should be able to counterbalance from one at a
believe,
time.
I
or at
believe
least the
we
first
should.
person.
Okay.
Yeah.
With the rope, I will not require check because you have enough time to get in without any issues. And you come on a pretty gruesome scene. You climb up to these like boxes over here. And in the middle of the room, you see like this animal corpse that is slaughtered in the middle of the room. It seems to be a pretty regular looking forge room other than that.
Well, that's interesting because we didn't see another door, I thought, when we were in the shop.
Does knowledge theology reveal anything about possible occult uses for this animal?
I believe you would have to roll for it. You have no idea.
Well, this is not a scene I've ever seen inside a blacksmith before.
In fact, the site, I will require a willpower check from everybody because it is a pretty gruesome death.
Any modifiers here, or just flat willpower?
Flat unless you have some kind of a talent to resist fear. Or any mental resistance like halflings might have.
Actually, I don't know what Seasoned Traveler does, but I feel like it might have something to do with like.
If you failed, you will gain 4 insanity points and 1 corruption point.
I am the thief of dreams. I fear nothing.
If you succeeded, you take nothing.
Full of tongue, full of tongue.
Actually, yeah. Actually, I just needed
Alright.
1 corruption point anyways. But in insanity, yes, 4.
Alright, can we just do a basic look around the room?
Yes.
Maybe look over those weapons.
Yeah, I'm gonna look around the room.
I'm going to look around under the counter and on the shelves.
Can I use Weaponsmith to check those weapons?
Yeah, go ahead.
Did you hear me?
Hold on, I need to check something. I think it's... Oh, never mind. I'm gonna check that later. Anyways, what did you say? Sorry, I was looking something
I'm
up.
going to check the shelves and under the counter.
Okay. It seems that the counters have... the map is actually pretty accurate. You see some assortment of random stuff on the counter.
I can't hear you. There's this noise that's flooding everything. I can't hear anything else. What's going on there?
Yeah, I don't know. So somebody's fighting a cat. I don't know.
Anyway,
The cat fights.
you were saying?
Yeah, you go to the counter and you're looking at it, and it's pretty accurate to the map. There's a random assortment of weapons and such on it. They seem to have some wear on them. In fact, Boreal, as you're going through them, you see that some of these have been really recently used. You see some like dents in them, you see some markings on them, you see some blood on them. And underneath the table of one of the you find, as you're looking, you find like a feet, a human leg.
Guys, there is a leg here, and it's not an edible one.
Well, I think we have all the reasons we need to beat it out of him next time we see him.
I think this is where we get the city guard involved.
Oh, we can get the city guard involved after we've done with him.
Well,
After
we know
we
he's
make him
involved in
talk.
organized crime, so we probably, if he was going to be stopped by the city guard, he would have by now.
Exactly. The city guard is obviously inefficient or corrupted.
Or, they so far had no reason to suspect somebody murdering people.
This is dark.
Besides, we Sigmarites don't have the same pool here that we do in the Empire. I doubt they will let me interrogate him after he's been apprehended. So we should probably beat it out of him while we can.
What is it with your weird obsession with beating people, interrogating people, and setting things on fire?
Well, obviously this man is a criminal and a heretic one at that. I mean, look at this ghastly, perverse spectacle we just stumbled upon.
Mm-hmm.
Is that not
Yeah,
reason enough?
But you wanted to burn this place long before you found that, didn't you?
I obviously
And
knew.
clearly for good reason.
The man was obviously a criminal. Can you not see the guilt in his eyes?
No, but I see
Sigmarite
the
makes a good
what else
point.
is.
Good old priests tactic is let's first interrogate him, then beat him up, and then set him on fire. Let's do all of them.
You're usually supposed to beat them up before you do the interrogating.
Yeah, actually no, let's do it in the other way around. Let's set him a place first, then interrogate him, and then beat him up.
Another excellent.
Gentlemen, I cannot believe what I'm hearing. You obviously never done this before. You start with a beating so he knows you mean business. You can't just ask something. You just have to make sure he knows your feelings first.
Well, I personally
Look,
like the
how are we
Sigmarite's
getting
idea.
here?
Let's try to find his address in the building somewhere and then pay him a visit at his home.
I obviously think we're entitled to a bit of his inventory, at least until we give him to the authorities.
Well, the goods are stolen and are therefore forfeit.
Exactly, my
I mean,
point.
I believe technically they are looted, which means that we can't really loot them, can we?
Precisely.
Is there any great hammer around?
No.
I need a steel
Mostly,
shirt.
mostly hand weapons.
Alright.
Is there a mail shirt somewhere that I could use?
Let me see if you are lucky enough.
Me too, me too, me too.
Let me open up the good old armory.
I'll take whatever medium armor or as close to medium armor help that is available.
I say ditto on the medium.
I mean, I'm happy with any point of additional armor I can find. At the moment, I'm only wearing my temple robes.
Yeah. I'll be looking around to see if there's anything like you mentioned, like maybe gauntlets of plate or something like that.
Let me see what there is to offer.
anything that'd be qualified as like heavy armor is mostly what I'm looking for.
I mean, obviously they will not have like plate, but
Yeah,
let me
of course.
see what they do have. Among the items, you find this pretty decent condition sleeved scale shirt.
Huh.
And let me see. Anything else? A studded skull cap and a leather jack.
I'll take the leather jack.
I've got one of those already.
Can I just add it?
Yeah, you can add it. You can definitely, well, not exactly pocket it, but you could definitely set it in your backpack.
No,
Yeah.
I want to put it on me, to wear it.
Okay, well, you can definitely put it on. I don't believe leather will take too long to put on.
If nobody's claiming you said it was a sleeved mail coat.
Yes.
It's a leather jack, right? It's like a vest. A leather
Yeah,
vest.
it's like a leather jacket. Then there was the studded
And I'll
skull
take the helmet
club
if I want
cap, and then there was the sleeved mail shirt.
I'll
If
take the skull
or
cap if nobody wants it.
do I add the encumbrance at the armor section of the
I believe so.
character sheet?
Alright, if it's a sleeved mail shirt, I'm already wearing a mail coat, so I'll let somebody else take the sleeved mail shirt if they want it.
Now, they are average quality, but they have taken a few dinghies in them. So,
I would like the mail shirt if that's possible because I need one for my trappings.
That's fine.
Yeah.
Is there any raw material back here?
there is a little bit of
Something
iron. And a little bit of leather.
And what about tools?
There seems to be a standard set of like blacksmithing tools.
Can I go ahead and grab those?
Go ahead. Nothing is stopping you currently. Other than your conscience, do you want to steal from this guy?
I
You
mean,
mean the ritualistic murderer?
he stole from everybody.
And
No,
of course,
you did.
and of course, there is a human leg. That might come in useful. It could give you a leg up.
I mean, that leg does have some kick to it.
So,
made it
a leather
worse.
jack. Anything else? A chain
You're
shirt?
laughing at this point.
And
made it
now,
worse.
those are the only pieces of armor here that you can find.
Okay.
I mean, there are more stuff in the main room if you want to go and loot there. But it might get a little too suspicious if you loot all of the goods.
Well, of course, we're not. We don't even have a wagon to carry.
Yeah, it's not like you can carry all of it out of here.
I'm just equipping myself for the coming struggle. So I take the leather jack. I'll also take a shield. Can I get a shield to replace my poor quality?
There's no shields in this room.
Alright, well we can just walk over to the main room real quick and pick up a shield and I'll look around to see if I can find any of that armor I was already.
I might as well put you guys into the map. I mean, might as well, right?
Yeah.
There we go. you guys are over there.
Okay, let's ask around the docks and see if we can find him.
Well,
You know, we could just set up an ambush here.
yeah.
And
Wait
get
for
him
him
in
to
the
get back.
morning.
Yeah.
So, are you checking the main room?
I'll be checking the main room. I can't see all that great though, but I'll check anyway.
We would have to spend the whole evening and night here. I
true.
hope somebody brought a deck of cards or something.
Better question. Are you able to interrogate him in the morning without customers that may or may not be coming to the shop hearing us?
We'll barricade the door as soon. We'll lock the door as soon as he gets inside.
Yes,
grab
and
him
you're
and
assuming
lock
that
the
nobody
door.
can hear the screams?
Yeah, that's not suspicious at all.
Yes,
This is a suspiciously locked door and screams of pain.
yes, that
Well-
might bring the city guard faster than we would care for. Yeah.
Well, the smart man in his position wouldn't call for the city guard considering what we've seen in his back room.
No, but the people in the street hearing the screams of torment might.
But Robin, you might as well give me a perception check while you're looking around over there.
I don't have perception. I'm blind.
Justice
blind
and
and
the
I cannot
extraction of truth is often loud and messy. Some people in the street might get the wrong idea and bring unwanted attention.
I mean, he might succeed in the perception check. It is a simple skill. Anybody else want to check out the main room? Looks like Boreal tried.
Oh,
I'll
I
come
assume
out.
there's a minus there since I'm also in the dark and cannot see. I failed the.
That is fair. You guys are stumbling in the dark.
Why?
Most of
Why?
us-
Why are you
most of
stumbling in
us
the
are-
dark? Why don't we light some candles? Some lamps? I'm sure we can find something here.
Well,
Doldrums is at
Or-
least
Because
Dark.
people may get suspicious if the locked shop that is never open at this hour has light in it.
also that.
Well, I can see in the dark, and I made a perception check. I think so.
Yeah, while you guys are looking about, first you hear like this pretty laudable clunk as you see that Dolgrim hit his head into the statue. And he takes a small bump to his head, taking a single point of damage.
Yo, damn it.
No!
Not resisted by armor or toughness, you just take it. But, Ulfgar,
Was it loud enough to be heard outside?
might be if somebody's really close by, but it is dark, so it is not likely.
Okay.
For a second, I was thinking like, oh, that seems kind of harsh, and then I saw that it was a 100.
Yeah. In my game, if you roll 100, I will come up with something dumb.
Yeah.
But Ulfgar, first of all, you find like a pretty decent shield for whoever was asking it, Helmut, I think. But the next thing you you're kind of going through the shelves, and you come into this shelf, and you find like this item that is embedded into the shelf, and you're like, huh? And you try to pull it, and it doesn't pull out. And you're like, what?
Alright, we'll point that out to everybody else. Look what I found here, guys.
What's wrong?
This didn't. I'm not sure what this is.
Well,
You know, I've read about this. This may be the key to a secret door. The two corporate adventure novels I tend to read have those. in alarming frequency. Apparently just about every house has those.
It is something of a lazy story idea, isn't it?
Hmm.
So I guess it has some truth to it.
What do you do? I mean, if you
Well, I pushed and pulled. It doesn't
Yeah,
seem
you
to do anything.
You seem to be able to
Tried moving
twist
inside.
it.
There.
Do you twist it?
Yeah, let's see if we can twist it.
You twist it sideways and you see like this wood paneling open up here. And you see like a small staircase going downwards.
Well,
well, that doesn't bode
I
well.
guess.
Well, I mean, considering what he hid in the back room, I don't even fucking want to know what he keeps in the eerie downstairs hallway.
I'll make my way to the stairs and head down.
Yeah. You take a couple of steps down and you come to a wooden door.
Does it seem to be? Well, I'm gonna listen at the door.
You listen in. Well, perception first, obviously.
Nope.
You don't hear anything from that side of the door. But you try to handle and it's locked.
I'm gonna hit the door with a sword.
You may hit the door with a sword.
Doing it.
I mean, swords are not exactly intended for a door, but
Yeah. Well,
I mean,
I can go upstairs and get an axe too. They got
I can
axes
use
upstairs.
yeah, they do have access. So
But
Hammer
I use
the
the
job.
axe.
I've got a hammer. It should be able to smash it open.
yeah, that's more than enough success. So Robin, you come up with a axe or a hammer, and you best the door open. It makes a little bit of sound. You think maybe somebody might have heard that. But the door swings open and you find this like an fun-looking room. As in front of you, you see a table with an adventurer on it, or what seems to be an adventurer, because you see a sigil, you see a trail of blood towards him, and he's like almost like twitching on the table. As you see all kinds of interesting little tools over to the side table over here. All kinds of fun syringes and twisted knobs and screws and like wires, and you see a couple of teeth on the table.
Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit!
Filthy degenerate. I knew it. He had
Is he missing a leg?
all over him.
Huh?
Is he missing a leg?
Yes.
Well, now we know where that came from. Is he currently bleeding out?
No, he seems to be kinda breathing, far as you can tell.
I'm going to start untying him.
Do you see
Oh.
now, Borel? Perhaps you should trust my instincts a bit more. I knew we were dealing with criminal scum, and
You would have burned him to death if I had trusted you, yes. Alright, buddy. Hang on, we're going to get you to a healer. You literally would have set fire to the house he was in. And I finish untying him and start slinging him over my shoulder.
Yeah, he seems to be unresponsive, as you see like this syringe with a little bit of liquid inside of it, and it seems he has like an injection hole in him.
Helmet, can you do anything for him?
I'm trying.
I remember how Helmet held me. That's probably not a good thing.
Let me just get my healer's kit. Where is it?
You
Ah,
wanna use
there it
this,
is.
here, use this poultice.
Failure.
You take a look at him. He's currently not like bleeding out, but whatever was in that syringe was more than likely some kind of a paralyzing agent to make the pain last longer.
Charlie has mercy. What's going on here?
As you do see like the adventurer's guilt symbol on him.
Oh, we need to get him out of here. I think this would be. I think if he lives, he's proof enough of these.
Yeah, let's get into the adventurous skills. They likely know a healer, and they're probably more interested than anyone else to keep their people safe.
Take him to the temple of Shalia. This is beyond my skill to help. And as far as evidence goes, I think we're way beyond having enough.
Wow.
Yeah. It's time to rain bloody vengeance and justice upon this degenerate.
As you're talking, you hear like a on the door outside.
I'm going to go upstairs and ready my sword and shield.
As you hear like, hello, anybody in there?
I open the door and let him in, but I don't let him see him. I kind of hide myself behind the door as I let him inside.
You see like this, like a night watchman. He has like this little, small little lantern on him, and he's looking at you, and he's like, what are you doing here?
Ah, perfect timing. We were investigating disappearances, and the trail of clues we followed brought us to this place, where we immediately learned that this merchant gains his wares by foul play, and their illicit goods illicitly obtained. So we took it upon ourselves to investigate, and lo and behold, we did not only find the nest of crime, but one of utter perversion and the dark arts as well, as you will see. And I gesture him to follow me in the other rooms to show him the freak show.
Mm-hmm. Yes, walking a little slowly. And
Oh, thank goodness, there's help.
He's
Sir, do you have a healing poultice?
he looks upon you and the body, and he's a little twitchy, and he's like, well, this is truly unfortunate.
Indeed.
This is such a sad sight to see in this part of the town.
You're a lot less immediately worried about this man than you should be.
It's fine. Now, citizens, I'll handle this. You can go back to your lives, and I'll report this in.
No.
Can we roll something to see if he's bullshitting us?
As he's talking to you, it like there's two of them. You see, like, one of them is at the door, and he's like, hey, Jeff, yeah, these people find some weird shit. Yes, you may. Intelligence could work, or perception could work. Again, because there's not exactly insight. I wish there was insight. Oh, Jesus, is everybody gonna just fail?
I'm distrusting regardless.
Under 30, so.
I mean, you guys do have fortune points if you wanna use it on this situation, of course.
Actually, fair enough, fortune pointing this. Yes.
Barrier, you're looking at him. This is the first time that you see him. First, you think he would be a night watchman, but there's a couple of discrepancies in his uniform. First of all, he looks a little too ragged to be a proper guardsman. Second of all, He's sniffing his nose pretty often, which he would mean that he's a narc. Those are...
Guys, that's not a guard.
What are you talking about? Of course, man, I'm a guard. Now, citizens, just... Look, I'll handle this, I'll report to the city guard, and you guys just move on.
I'm going to put down the body and then unsling my bow.
Lifting up my shield and pointing the blade at him.
When my allies ready their weapons, I will do the same.
Yeah, they do the same.
Already.
Yes.
As it's like, no, let's not be hasty as Doltrim is in his way, as it's like, I'll just walk out of here and...
You're not going
I'm
anywhere.
moving to the door and closing it before he gets to it.
This guy over here at the door, he's like, hey, leave my buddy alone!
You'll do no such thing, and I push him aside with my shield in an intimidating manner.
That would be an opposed weapon skill, I believe, grabbing in this system.
Okay.
Can I get the
Yeah.
other guy as well? Is he inside the,
Sure.
Alright.
So Helmut is definitely not as successful. And Dolgrim has to beat a single success.
I guess I'll roll weapon skill.
Well, Dolgrim definitely beats...
Here and here, so yeah.
Out of my way, brigand.
So Robin is grabbing this one over here.
Yeah. Good. I'm glad I spent the 200 XP on getting plus 10 to weapon skill now.
So you guys grab them and as they're like trying to struggle, oh, let us go! You're in so much trouble messing with the city guard.
Does the city guard often check on clothes shops during night?
Of course we do.
And why is that? Why would you knock on a door when you shouldn't expect anyone to be inside? But judging by what we saw in the other rooms, apparently this shop also performs a different array of activities that require silence and the cover of dark. So why are you here?
It seems like they're trying to stick to their story. As they like the other guy, the guy who's interrogating, he pulls out like this city guard like badge almost, and he's like, "I'm a city guard number 78 on the night watch."
You don't know even the number? Let me guess, you just joined the guard, right? You're not accustomed with your badge's number yet. You haven't learned it.
Guys, I hate to say this, but do we really have time to interrogate these people right now? There is a man bleeding. Is this to be our priority?
We can always split up.
Yes.
You could just take them all to the guard.
You can take that man to the temple of Shalia, and we will just have a little talk with our city guard friends.
I agree
Alright.
with what was said. You should take those men to the guard themselves. And yeah, we can take this guy to Shalia.
Yep. I'm taking him to the temple, and somebody else should go to the Adventurers Guild to tell them about this.
Sure, why not? Let us trust the.
Because this man needs to be secured.
Yeah,
Perhaps it's better to just take them to the city guard.
Well, if they've got badges, then they're probably corrupt and working with the city guard anyway.
If they're even really city guard.
I mean,
I
this
think
guy
they're
said that they controlled the
trying to
entirety of the dock.
Don't believe they're actually city guard, rather they're masquerading
Yeah.
as city guard.
I would expect they're masquerading, but I still think they probably at least got some connections to be able to pull it off this well.
Well, luckily we have all the required tools to get it out of them then. To the basement then.
You really don't have too much time to torture, and I don't think anybody has the advanced skill torture.
What's the point of having a priest if they don't have advanced skill torture?
Soon enough, I'm sure.
I mean, they are currently grabbed by you guys, so
I'm deeply disappointed in Helmut. Also, I'm already on my way to the temple.
Yeah.
yeah, the real question is, like, the guys you have currently grabbed, you could potentially knock them out, since you have them grabbed 2-1. So they might put up a small fight, but since you guys are overwhelming them and kind of caught them by surprise, this like real life logic would say that you guys are just like overwhelming them.
Half the day, you go away. I'm kicking your butt.
We should just tie them up and gag them.
Yeah, sounds like a plan to me. We can knock them out and tie them up and gag them. Is there any other rope in here, or?
Tell you what, for convenience sakes, there's some rope because, well, obviously they are capturing some people on that table.
We should also make sure that there are no cutting tools or any sharp implements around for them to use later on.
You look at them and they seem to have a normal like hand weapon, like a sword, and they have what is quite interesting for what seem to be guards are knuckle dusters.
Yeah. Very, very guard-like of them.
And both of them seem to have like these fairly legitimate looking city guard badges.
They could have taken that off somebody they killed, so.
Yeah, we should take them with us and try to find out about them. Anything that
Well, yeah.
So
Better than the city guard. This is clearly somehow
I don't know. I think somebody disconnected again.
we should take the badges. Maybe we can find out later
Sorry.
if they are indeed legitimate badges.
But
better than taking them to the city guard. This is clearly some occult practice. Could we maybe take them to the local temple and get the witch hunters involved?
Would I know if the witch hunters are as much an authority in Kislev than in the
not too much.
I'm not hearing now, but I like that plan. Get the witch hunters.
Out of character knowledge, I would say that the Sigmarites don't have the same pool as in Sigmar's Empire.
Yeah, they're not exactly like around. Like
What's the
Kislev
temple?
kinda have their own thing, but it depends how much situation is called for.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I would assume, considering how far north they are and close to the actual north, like with the Northmen and shit, they have something to deal with occult like this.
Yeah, they definitely have like their own sect, but witch hunters definitely depends on how heretical this situation is. It's not like it might take a little while to call them forth if you even manage to, or whatever is the local equivalent for it.
I suggest that until we find out what are the proper authorities and how to contact them, we should keep them with the Sigmarites. So maybe it's not such a bad idea. Let's take them to the Temple of Sigmar and safekeep them until we can find the proper authorities to deal with them.
Agreed.
But the first one is Boreal, who manages to go into the temple and turns him in. Like the priest is, oh my, he's injured.
If nobody's gone to
This
the
ma-
Butcher's Guild yet, I'll head there.
This man was the victim of a horrible crime by the owner of whatever the name of the shop was. The fucker has a torture chamber in his basement.
Oh, bring him in. It's in its immediate care. And they point to you like a table, and like the old priest. Currently he's alone, but he starts working on him, and this is gonna take a while. You can stick around or come back later.
I'm going to stick around if you don't mind.
And you see him like start staunching the bleeding points, what there is left, and he's like, oh my, he's been poisoned. This is gonna take a while. With that, we'll turn back into the group who's going... where are you guys going? To the city guard?
Yes, we are taking the prisoners to the Temple of Sigmar until we find out who and where the authorities that deal in the dark occult.
Yeah. Let me see if they even have a Temple of Sigmar on this map. Let's see, they have a Temple of Thor. They have a Temple of Dulch.
Erengrad certainly has a Temple of Sigmar, this I know for a fact.
Temple of Manan. Let me see, Temple of Verena.
Actually, it's quite fortified.
But for convenience sake, sure, let's say it has one, even though I don't think this map has one.
It's in the Imperial Quarter.
Imperial Quarter. No.
There's an Imperial Quarter in Erengrad, and it has a huge Temple of Sigmar that's also kind of a small fort. It's fortified, if I remember.
Maybe Frostholm there, because it's kind of an unmarked location. But yeah, you bring them to the temple, and there's... let me see if there's a priest right there. No, not currently. But you bring him in. It seems like the door have been... well, they're unlocked for any people who want to come in and give a prayer. So you find a couple of pews and you put your prisoners on a pew.
Yeah. There's a Temple of Sigmar in the Empire Quarter. It's been destroyed, but then it's been rebuilt, and now it's stronger than ever. It's quite a fortress. It's been rebuilt into a fortress. So there should be, yeah. So what do we do? How do we handle it?
Well, like I said, there's one and you're currently inside of it.
Yeah, we'll explain to them that some witchery has occurred, and
If
figure
not,
out
we
the
can
best
just say
people
that
to
you went
city.
into the, I don't know, Temple of Thor. It's not like it matters too much.
we'll, I guess we'll explain to them what basically what happened, and that we need to find the proper authorities to deal with matters of the occult,
Heresy
the city. Yeah, heresy.
and dark occult, the dark art. Filthy chaos cults.
Well, like I said, you go in and first you don't see like a priest. It seems like the doors are unlocked, but nobody's in.
This is strange.
You're gonna look around. You put the guys on the pews.
Sounds about right.
Apparently the temple is deserted. What now?
I mean, are you guys gonna look around?
Well, yeah.
No. Let me see if you find anybody.
Yeah, I mean, somebody will have. To show
You
up
do
eventually.
find like let me see, what would it be in Sigmar? Does it say any members? Is it just like a priest and whatnot? I'm not too familiar with the religions of Warhammer Fantasy, so I have to look them up. Okay, it doesn't have any particular like ranks or who's what. So tell you what, it's a like a
Well,
late
there's a
night
bunch of-
sister in there.
This temple has a bunch of priests led by Calvin III Hammer, the high priest designate.
I'll tell you what, he's not right here. There's like this lovely little female who comes up to you. Well, actually, you find her and cleaning and preparing some incense. As he looks at upon you and she's like, May I help you? Or may Sigmar help you? Sigmar bless you too.
Where are the priests?
Oh, they're in a late night prayer.
Oh, right. Well, these two, and I shoved them in front. Have been found in a place most foul, full of dark sorcery, butchered animal carcasses, a man that was being tortured, and me being a stranger to Erengrad, I just don't know if the Sigmarites are the proper authorities to deal with cultists and heretics, but I thought I'd start here.
Not usually in this part of town. We don't have too much pull. But if the evidence is enough, the Godspar punishment should be more than enough.
Yes, so we brought them here because we always know we can trust Sigmarites with safekeeping this heretic.
Of course, if they are heretics, they will be punished by Sigmar himself.
Normally, if we were in the Empire, I would have turned them into the Templars of Sigmar immediately, but I don't know exactly how the law works on this chapter.
Yeah, unfortunately, the Kislev have their own laws for this sort of things.
Alright, well, I'll just have a talk with the priest, and when
if you say, brother, that these are heretics, we will keep them here.
Yes, like I've said, they're associates. We believe they are associates of a blacksmith who seems to have turned his shop into a place of worship for the dark gods. where he prevails on them with sacrifice and torture of the most vile kind. So they're guilty as it can be. I'll just wait for the priests to finish the nighttime prayer and talk with them about this and hand them over.
Oh, that's Jesus. It's like, we can definitely keep them here. Don't bother with it. But you feel free, of course. Stay here.
Well, since I'm already here, I'll also join them in prayer, and after that's done, hand them over the prisoner and explain to them what happened.
Oh, feel free to use the prayer over there. They're in private prayer. They should be done in the morning.
Alright, I'll wait.
Yeah, does everybody else just kind of wait around in the temple?
We can't just walk around with these prisoners, I mean...
Yeah, well, you wait till the morning, till the prayer is done.
Wait until we need to hand them over.
Yeah, you guys wait around and you see like the big doors. Oh, you went into the Adventurers Guild? Alright, we'll come back to you really quickly. So you wait till the priests come. It's not like a full crew currently, but you definitely see like... I'm not gonna use whatever you said was the high priest of this particular sect. I'm just gonna say it's like some other guy currently. Not right now, if you were talking, I don't know. You might be muted. Oh, Dalgrim is wondering if his speech is coming
Okay,
through.
the plan was to dump the prisoners to the Sigmarites until we learn what the proper authorities are, and then go find out where the bastard lives and grab him.
But they take them in and they throw them into like a dungeon that they have.
But now we've lost the night. It's morning once again, and we can't just... Actually, no, we don't even have the option to wait until morning, because the guy will just find out that we broke in, and he will just vanish. He'll cover his tracks. So he must be apprehended this very night. We've already wasted enough time. So I'll just tell the woman to interrupt the priest from the prayer and present the problem, because we need to solve this right away. It has quite a bit of urgency.
Let me see if they would do that. I mean, they can definitely throw them into the dungeon for the meanwhile. Yeah, they take them in, and you see them, well, not exactly like a dungeon, but like a locked room, definitely. It still takes like some time. And it is definitely now like, I don't know. When you're eventually done inside of the temple, the time is like 3 a.m.
I don't wait that long. I mean, we cannot. I mean, okay. We'll just.
I mean, you gotta consider that you were in the shop. You traveled all the way to the temple.
Oh.
So that's gonna eat up a lot of time. So it's gonna be either way. Whatever you do would be around 3
And we have
a.m.
no choice but to split up. Boreal and maybe Marcel will take the, or
We did split up.
but just Boreal can take the guy to the Temple of Shalia to be healed. Me and another guy, because there are two prisoners, will go to the temple to hand in the
We
the
did split
prisoners.
up.
And
Yeah.
2 other men must go and find where the bastard lives.
I mean, yeah, the unfortunate thing that everybody's already split up. You don't have enough people currently to split up even more.
We simply cannot wait until morning.
Because Boreal is doing his own thing. Dolgrim is at the Adventurers Guild. Ulfgar is probably with you.
I was with him taking prisoners.
Yeah, so it's Helmut and Ulfgar. Robin is also probably in the temple.
Yeah, probably.
So it's 3 of you.
But why must we wait? Why can that woman just bring a priest so we can hand in the prisoners?
You can definitely do that. Like I said, he already.
Well, I think the fastest time that we get is still like 3 a.m. just because it takes a while to get to the fucking temple in the first place.
You get there at 2:45. Hand in the prisoner. It's now 3 a.m. What do you do?
Yeah, basically.
We should all go and nab the bastard.
Agreed.
Half of us are doing other things already.
Not all together. That's what I was trying to say, George. Like you're not hearing me intercede there. Like Marcus said, we all split up already. You got 3 of you who went to the temple. I went to the Adventurers Guild, and Boreal took the guy to the church of Shalia so that he could get healing.
Why did you
there's
go
3 of us at the.
Why did you went to the Adventurer Guild?
Because this
Because
guy
they
had
have
marked
vested
Alba
interest
being
in-
an adventure, and they have a vested interest in this.
Yep.
My hope is that I can motivate them to do something about this major issue that's going on. The insanity of the cultism that we're seeing.
They might even know where the guy lives.
Okay,
depending
but
on how
before
connected they
splitting
are.
up, wouldn't we have convened on a time and place to regroup?
I mean, did you in character? I don't think so.
No.
We did not. We did not do that thing that we definitely should have done in retrospect.
For the simple reason that most of us have no idea how long our stuff is going to take.
In fact, for a change, we'll focus on Dolgrim, who's during the night decides to go to the Adventurers Guild, while the temple is taking the 2 quote-unquote guards as prisoners. You come into the Adventurers Guild. It seems to be open almost 24/7. At least a couple of people in there. You see like a cleaning lady and one of the booths open. As you see like this sleeping halfling behind the desk.
I'll walk up to the desk and slam my hand on it.
Yes. May I help you?
Yeah, Dolgrim just joined today. Been working on some stuff with the big event going on. We found some cult activity related to some of the missing people.
Oh
We
my.
need you to get motivated now.
Oh,
Because
shoot.
this is bad.
Yeah, he brings out like this, like a report card, and he starts writing.
Looks like human and animal sacrifice, and we found a survivor, one of the missing individuals on your. Well, we think they're one of the missing individuals on your list. This list.
I see. Yes, the blacksmith's request is this.
Yeah.
Yes. Of course. Did you catch his name?
He's drugged and unconscious. No, I didn't get his name.
I
I got his card number.
Of course. This needs to be reported to the city guard.
Yeah, well, it needs to happen immediately because if this guy opens up his shop in the morning or goes to the shop before he gets stopped, he may get away.
Well then.
I slam my hand on the table again, open palm. Wake up!
Stop that! I'm writing fast as I can.
Yeah, you need to be doing more than just writing.
He's like,
We need to get a hold of somebody.
yes.
Isn't this the
He calls on he calls on like a messenger, and he's like, bring this to the city captain. He needs to know immediately.
The owner of the shop threw some weird hand signs at me when I interacted with him earlier tonight.
If you say what is 100% correct, even if he gets away, we need to. If it is adventurers disappearing, we need to find the cause of that and stop that. It doesn't matter if one shopkeeper gets away. We need to stop their main operation.
They said they control the docks.
Docks. What is in the docks? There's the general goods, which you said is the main cause, and there's a couple of. Yes, we have managed to get a couple of criminal activities. In fact, there's quite a suspicious place in there. Huh. We probably cannot get the city guards acted fast as you would want, but if you want to take the initiative, there is a suspicious place that you might want to take a look at.
Great. Tell me where it is.
It's the new bathhouse inside of that district.
Questionable activity in the new bathhouse inside the docks. Got it.
Yes. It will probably take a couple of days or a day at least to organize the city guard, but if you can at least... If the bathhouse has anything suspicious to it, if you can manage to get a stop to it, we can give you a fork over a extra reward for you.
Excellent. You want us to stop this bathhouse? Is that what you're saying?
That would be up to you, but if you can, that would be lovely.
Got it. Put my name down and my just Dolgrim and Associates.
Adventuring Group, Dolgrim and Associates. As he writes it as your actual like adventuring group name.
Fine, whatever. Alright. Do you have anybody that you can stop overnight for this area? We need to make sure that he doesn't bug out or clean the place up or anything else.
We don't have too many. Actually,
we
don't have too many adventurers, but
fault on your guild.
But I know where you might get a few adventurers to gather together in a few moments' notice.
Great, where?
There's the Fluffy Tail. The adventurers for that big competitions are gathered up there.
Yeah, I got it. I know where it's at. Let the guard know. Let the people.
He already sent like the messenger boy to the city captain.
All right, I'm going to the Fluffy Tail.
As he starts not calling, but talking to more people. Let's see. The guy at the other temple would still be out because it was a pretty powerful agent. But at this point, Boreal, the priest, comes up to you and he's like, well, he's out of the critical at the moment. He's not about to die anytime soon, but he's probably gonna be out for a while.
Well, that is good to hear, but he will need to be under heavy guard.
Well, nobody would attack a temple. Only an idiot would do that.
An idiot or a cultist whose cult has just been discovered? This man was tortured, mutilated, and possibly used as part of a cult ritual. Whoever he's seen down there is going to have a very strong interest in making sure he's dead.
Let me see. Does Shelia or what? Let me see if they do exactly like. What are their principles? Because I know like it's like the god of mercy, I believe.
Healing and mercy. Yeah.
Yeah, then he would be like, oh, we would have to show some mercy on them.
Shayla doesn't show mercy on the dark gods.
Will you stay here on for the night until he wakes up, or?
Until I'm relieved by trustworthy guards, I shall stay at his side.
Of course, we can also take a look, stay under his guard as we're obligated. The temple itself might have like a couple of guards itself. I would imagine that they would post at least a couple of city guards to it.
Probably, but so far I don't trust the people around here, and quite frankly I want the people to guard him to have a vested interest in his survival, like, you know, his friends.
Nah.
I assume he has adventurous friends.
Yeah, well. Probably. More than likely. Now, I wonder... would his friends know that he would be in here? I guess the rumor might go out eventually. I don't know. I guess they could message his relatives and close by. So yeah, that makes sense.
Didn't Dolgrim tell them when he went to the Adventurers Guild that one of their mates is
Did
badly
he
injured?
though? Did you say that he's in the Temple of Shalia? I don't.
Yes,
I don't.
I said that I had his number from his
gotcha.
guard and that he's in the Temple of Shalia.
So yeah, they definitely the messenger would be running towards the city guard in that case. So that would definitely bring up some fuss. Gonna take a little while, but some time passes as the night is rolling on. Let's focus on Helmut and friends for a moment. When the priests were interrupted and the prisoners were thrown into like a locked room.
Well, that was it. I just wanted to dump the prisoners so we can go grab the bad guy.
Yeah.
I guess so. The three of you.
Gave them a full report of what went on and what we saw. Gave them the prisoners, then
So you guys run to the shop?
back on the block.
Well, probably walk to the shop because you guys have stayed up tonight, so...
What was that?
No, I was saying that you wouldn't probably running back to the shop. You guys are getting a little exhausted.
Oh no, I would run back to the shop. I would. I told you what I wanted to do as soon as the moment we grabbed the guys and realized they were in on it. I suggested we should take them to the proper authorities, which we decided for the time being should be the Sigmarites, and then go at the docks and find out where the guy lives.
Yeah. Dolgrim, what are you doing after the Adventurers Guild?
I want to go to the Fluffy Tail, I think is the name of that, right?
Yeah.
Adventurers bar there. I want to go there and try and get a couple of other adventurers and let them know. Well, that's the first stop, and then I want to swing by the blacksmith who hired us and let him know that we found somebody and he's at the Temple of Shalea.
Okay. So the four of you, since Boreal is still at the Temple of Shelia, you start running towards the Low City and the Harbor District, and just by chance, the four of you run to get manage to meet up on the way.
Hey, I told the Adventurers Guild they've sent a runner to the guards and to notify the guy's family. I was gonna go try and get some more adventurers to guard the merchant's shop where all this insanity has been going on, to keep him from able to clean things or whatever. But while I was at the Adventurers Guild, they told me that there's a suspicious new bathhouse in the docks that we could go investigate and possibly clean out. They've had reports of some increased questionable and potentially criminal activity.
By the time we investigate that, it will be morning, and the shop owner will return to his shop and find out.
Which is why I was going to go get some adventurers from the Fluffy Tail to go over there and act as guards securing it. Because if this is a group who's been assaulting adventurers, every one of us is at danger. No matter who we are, if we're an adventurer, we're in a threat to them, or they're a threat to us.
I feel that we should get the shady blacksmith first, because we already know he's in on it. We may know or we may not know what goes on in the bathhouse. It's a fresh new investigation.
When I spoke to him earlier, he said that the docks belong to them. So there's a chance that he's at the bathhouse.
And a pretty decent chance of that.
The bathhouse being in the dockside as well?
Yeah.
Or at least somebody at the bathhouse knows where the guy lives.
Yes. It's as good a place as any to start from. Alright.
That's how it is.
Do we want to stop by the Fluffy Tail and get people out there to the merchant, to that new blacksmith shop, or do we want to just let it be and go straight to the bathhouse?
Sounds like we're better off going straight to the bathhouse. Besides, you know, we still have the competition to think about.
But won't the bathhouse be closed so late in the night?
And
No,
maybe.
if they're up to some shady shit, they probably still got people.
Bathhouse and brothel.
I mean, it's up to you if you want to stop by the Fluffy Tail first or not. It is on the way, definitely. It's closer.
If it's not out of the way, I think we should stop by there and try to get at least a few people.
It's like on this like city square area over here, where there's most space. Right, it's this building here, let's say.
And where's the dock section we're going?
Over here. That's the dock section. The shop that you were in were like over here. The bathhouse is, let's say, over this section.
What do you guys think? Forget the merchant's shop for now and go straight to the bathhouse.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Yes, of course.
Alright.
Okay. Yeah, so you
Do
do not.
Boreal. Do we want to go get Boreal? How far away is he?
Is let's say that's Shelia's temple there. In the Bretonian quarter, would make sense that Bretonia would believe in Shelia. So it's definitely on the way if you want to stop by to pick up Boreal.
Alright, well then, we got no reason not to.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on the way.
So you guys run to the Temple of Shelia, you notice Boreal is watching over the unconscious body of the victim.
Hey, we need you for something. Oriole, we got I got some details on a place that might be connected to all of this, and we're probably gonna need everyone we do that.
Alright, but are we going to leave this guy here undefended? It is a risk.
Well, he's got people here defending him.
His family's being notified. I told the Adventurers Guild, and they sent Runner to the guards and to his family. So somebody will be coming here soon, but we need to try to act quickly on this lead at the dock.
Alright, then lead on.
Now, should we do the next section next week, or we are getting pretty close to this closing down. We have about less than an hour to go.
Helmet, can you look at this knot on my head?
What?
I guess we can go far as we can, and then call it if we need to, unless somebody needs to go on right now.
Yeah. I'm thinking like we should probably cut it off at least before like combat gets going, if that's a possibility. Just because that can drain time.
So you guys go to the bathhouse as in the harbor district. You come into this pretty fairly new looking building. How do I... Oh, there we go. They have updated there. And the city streets at this point of the night are completely empty. You may have to roll perception. Okay, so nobody, I don't think, succeeded. Yes. Nobody did. Oh, did the maps change? Oh, I did not. There we go. But none of you seem to notice anything out of the ordinary when you approach the bathhouse. You may post your tokens onto the map.
Where's the entrance? Where are we coming from?
Up to you. I guess you guys would be coming from like the south side. Because you guys kind of are running from... Actually, yeah, south side, yes. I was trying to imagine the map on my head, in my head.
So, what is the plan? What are we looking for? What are we doing here?
Looking for the shopkeeper first, I guess. And then any information we can find.
And
So-
if it does turn out to be a cult haven,
Go
take
to
it
the
out.
entrance, try to get it. Is it open?
Oddly enough, when you try the lock, it's open.
I'm going to motion to the others to stay back and stay quiet. I'm going to try to sneak in.
Ready my weapon.
Watch me fail this silent move check. Oh, come on! Really?
Do you have another fix?
I do not. I only have one.
Well, would it be a silent movement or... I guess yeah, silent movement would fit the most. Since that's not like exactly straight up stealth. Is anybody else trying to stealth or are you just heading in?
But at least I think it's an opposed check, so it's not as bad as it could be.
I'll try.
Is there a way that I can make this? Ah, there we go.
What's going on?
They're the rolling stealth. Well, you guys are the rolling stealth, and I need to check something. Okay, who is at the door? Helmut and Boreal?
Yeah, I'm back
yeah.
at the door.
Okay, let me see. Some opposed, so Ulfgar is there. So you go open the door pretty quietly, much as you can, and you see the door open, and you see like a guard inside. He looks at you. He seems to be holding the... Well, he doesn't have a weapon right now on hand. He does have a sheathed sword, and you see a crossbow on his back. You see a couple more guards. In fact, one of the guards seems to be wearing a pretty familiar garb that you saw a little while ago, as they're discussing when you interrupt them. They look at you and they're like, sorry, the bathhouse is closed at this time of night.
Oh, I didn't realize the door was open.
That is very unfortunate, because my friend is very smelly. I don't suppose you would open up for us.
Unfortunately, you have to come back in the morning.
Yeah, that is unfortunate.
Now, if you don't mind, we have to look up.
Well, you heard it, friends. We shall have to come back in the morning.
But give me a while you were looking inside. Give me intelligence. Maybe is there like a remembering skill? Not really. So anybody else want to try it? I mean, I think everybody
in the bathhouse to be able to make the check, right?
Yeah, I guess you were a little too far away. Dolgrim might be the only one who might have picked in out of the other four.
Yeah, I'll.
I mean, it's a decent chance to succeed. Again, none of you exactly succeed, but you definitely should look at the racked figure there, And his garbs look, like I said, really familiar.
I'm gonna lean in and whisper to Boreal. I think
I'm not rushing anyone. Have you seen me? I'm a twig boy. But if you want to charge them, I will back you up.
Alright, I'm gonna step forward, and then I'm gonna take another step forward, and I'm going to look at Helmet and say, for Sigmar?
You want to attack them? Why? For what reason would we attack?
Because the Adventurers Guild hired us to investigate the place.
Yes, but they won't let us in. Would we be breaking the law by charging in?
Okay, someone is very inconsistent here. We were all for burning someone's house earlier this evening.
That's why I was making the comment. That's why I tried to make it.
Yeah, you need to rephrase it. Let's burn down the bathhouse. That's gonna work.
I don't know of anything suspicious going on here, so I have no reason to attack.
I told you before we came here that the Adventurers Guild believed that there was suspicious activity going on. They had reports of possible criminal activity going on.
Yes, but that doesn't really give us a reason to just attack them. I mean, with a blacksmith, we knew he was dirty because he almost just said it out loud that he sells he sells illicit goods from people who have gone missing. And we followed him. We knew he was surrounded by thugs. I mean, what kind of blacksmith sells his goods so cheap and has thugs following him around? And then he did say he was with a criminal organization, and we just and that was reason enough for breaking and entering. I don't think I would have smashed his head with a hammer. But we did find those horrible things in his shop, so that's another story. But here, I just don't know. What if we're making a terrible mistake?
Then I will ask this guard here.
Yeah, you open the door as he's, like once again, as he's fiddling some keys as he's about to lock the door. And you point to him.
Is this where I could bring my 10 gold?
Your what?
I was told that 10 gold would work as an initiation. Is this where I can bring it?
Let me see. Actually, that makes a lot of sense. He throws up. When you first saw like one of the signs, he throws up the first sign that like at you. You're like the only one who understands it.
Mm-hmm.
It's like,
and I'll nod.
This others were not with you.
They assisted me. And they're interested. And I'll turn and I'll look to Helmet, and they're interested.
We did have a person who were talking about maybe a new initiation.
All right, let the hammer come down.
Excuse me?
Perfect, I now know how to control Helmet.
For police!
As he hears like let the bring the hammer go to his excuse me, what?
Smash my shield into him, trying to knock him down to the floor. I believe that's a
I draw my bow.
maneuver.
Yep, I'll be getting
I
the
believe,
sword out.
yes.
It's
I
a half
believe-
action.
Yeah, I believe that's a weapon skill thingy about.
Both weapons.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, you push him down into the floor as you head in. I think we might have enough time today to finish this particular situation. If we act fast. If we go a little over time, I don't think it matters too much. Let me turn on some battle music. There we go.
Initiative.
Initiative. Initiative. Initiative. And initiative. Let's see. Fix it for.
Select my character again before rolling. But
Yeah,
my
36 and Robin's is. Did Robin roll? Not
I
yet.
just did.
Oh, you did? 22.
Yeah, got a 22 like me.
6, there we go. Alright, well, looks like Burial, you go first.
A true surprise. I'm going to move over here so I have line of sight. And then I'm going to shoot this guy. Remove is there a plus 10 for short range in the system?
I don't know.
Let's see if it's even necessary. It is not. 9 damage, ignoring the first point of armor.
Let me even see if he has any armor. Footpad, armor. Ooh, he has a leather jack, so it wouldn't mean jack shit. That armor piercing is so good at the early levels when the enemy have nothing.
It is literally the same as +1 damage.
Mm.
Yeah, basically.
So I'm right
So
now
the-
doing
this
as
one?
much damage as someone else with a one-handed melee weapon.
So,
And that's all I can
yeah,
do.
in one shot you managed to hit him in the shoulder, well, right leg, and he's bleeding profusely out of it. This foot bad. He is like, oh, alarm! And he has his, pulls out his hand sword, which I believe is a half action. And with his other... Oh, I should fix the measuring. Oh, shit, they have... Oh, there we go. So he moves over there, and that's for his turn. Ulfgar.
Alright. Can I get in from this corner?
Yeah. That's like a doorway, so the door would swing, let's say, outwards.
Am I getting a 2-to-1 bonus?
Yes. I think so. Yeah.
Alright.
Because technically he is an isolated target from the other guy. Okay, let me see. Oof, he does not dodge. So that's 6 damage to his right arm, which is covered by the leather jack. So that's an extra point of resistance, which 2 of it goes through. He is still alive, but he's not looking too good, as he is bleeding all over.
My turn.
Yes.
I continue my push with a shield. And I fail.
If you're doing the maneuver, it is an opposed, I believe.
Ah, yes.
He might completely... Okay, yeah, he beats you. Okay. Anything else that you would feel like doing?
Yes, I enter parry stance.
Okay.
Which is another half action, I believe. Let me check.
Yes. Alright, this guy also was not prepared, so he has to take a half action to pull out his sword. And with his other half action, he would try to hit you, Helmut. And he is overwhelming you currently 2-1. So that would be with a +10.
But isn't the guy south of me also threatened by Ulfgar?
I think it has to be adjacent.
Well, he is.
Because I guess it wouldn't have mattered.
If he's in range, it doesn't count because he's.
Well, either way, it hits you.
Okay, then I attempt a parry.
Yes, you did take a parrying stance, so you may try to parry.
Yes.
Remember, you don't have to be in a parrying stance with a shield.
That is also correct.
You get 1 free parry with your shield without being in stance.
Well, and I can't get more than 1 parry, right? I mean, I can't parry one with a shield and one with a half action parry stance.
I
right?
believe you would have to take a talent for that.
Yeah, you can get 1 parry and 1
one
dodge.
dodge.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh well, let me try the parry.
I mean, you might get yeah. There we go.
Parry.
Yeah. From the office to the side, you see another person run out. He's still over there, but you see him come out of there. This guy, he pulls out his crossbow, and he is going to shoot one of the back row. Oh, why is there 2 Robins? Oh, the other one was the initiative order Robin.
Oh, I threw one in because I'd forgotten to put it in a little earlier. The one I got was 22. So that's my initiative.
There we go. Alright, 1d3.
The other one is fake.
He is going to shoot you, in fact, Robin.
Harsh but fair. I can't use dodge blow on this, right? 'Cause
You may, since I allowed it.
Alright, cool. Gonna...
I mean, assuming that he hits, which he doesn't.
Oh, okay. Oh, never mind.
Alright, well, Robin, unfortunately you cannot use your horse currently because you're going inside of a building.
Yeah. Tragic how cruel the world is like that. I will be charging up to one of these, Actually, do I have initiative to get to the guy in the back here, or can I only reach these two?
Let's see, since you're currently standing right here, you could move next to the footpath, attack him, or you could go around Ulfgar and Helmut to attack the sellsword, but that would more than likely provoke an attack. Those are probably your two options there. Alternately, you could try to move there and use the maneuver to push this guy one square so you guys will have more room to act.
What's that guy that I would be running past got? Like just a sword?
A sword.
Swords are like strength minus something, right?
No.
Flat strength.
Yeah,
Flat
it's just
strength.
flat strength.
They're flat strength?
Yes.
Plus the
Alright,
downside.
I guess I'll just charge that guy then. The guy with the sword.
This guy?
Swinging him. Yeah. So it's, I think, charge is a plus 10 in this system, right? Or is it a plus 20?
10. I believe we figured this out last session when I was doing plus 20s. But I think somebody read the rule and it was a plus 10.
Yeah, that sounds about right. And then what?
I can double check it really quickly, but let's assume it's
It's
plus.
plus 10. I happen to have that page open. It's plus 10.
Yes.
And we outnumber.
And the last
right?
four
Another
squares.
plus 10?
And the last two squares of the charge must be in a straight line.
Alright. Can I get a straight line?
Tell you what, I will allow it in this situation because you are kind of going in a banana, but
Alright. And then another plus 10 for outnumbering him, right? Or like tag team.
I believe so.
Alright.
Plus 10 for outnumbering someone 2-1 and plus 20 for 3-1.
Do we have 3-1? Because the other
Not
guy's
currently,
crossed out.
because Ulfgar would be, I guess, a little too far away. Because Ulfgar is like 2 squares away.
So just a plus 20 then. Roll.
You would move there and provoke from the footpath.
Yeah, but I do get a second attack because I have. wait,
Oh,
no,
you
it's
have
charges.
attack too?
I do have attack too because I got. That's what I.
Does that
Using
count?
that as a using that as a full action, a separate full
Yeah,
action.
you're
Yeah, unfortunately you cannot use that right now.
Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot. You need to have like a specific talent or whatever to make use of multiple.
No, you
attacks.
don't, but you need to take a full action that is specifically just you standing around and making all the attacks you attack characters.
Yes,
characters.
and I believe a charge is a full action anyway, so that would end your turn.
Yeah, that's the other thing.
Unless you want a fortune point to try and hit with that attack. You may, you can fortune point to reroll that last hit if you want.
Yeah, I got 2 and the session's almost over.
Yeah, we're ending it after this encounter anyways because it's getting a little late. Well, in the heat of the moment, you extend your sword and almost lose the grip on it. Did I skip somebody? Oh, Dolgrim. Sorry. Dolgrim, you go. I did not see it skip you.
No, I haven't done
Discord
anything
is
yet.
doing something weird.
I step up. And then I attack that guy. He's got 3, so I get the plus 20 bonus. Is that it?
I believe so. And I believe he dodged, yes, against the arrow. And you, once again, Dolgrim shows his proficiency in combat and just cleaves this guy's head off.
Am I blind or hasn't he even rolled damage yet?
He did.
Is what came up. Hit to the
11 is your attack roll.
Oh, you're right, it is.
I mean, unless he rolls a single point of damage and he resists all of it, I'm pretty sure that he's dead. Yeah.
That is more damage. Good job.
Like, literally, unless he rolled a 1 on that, he might have survived.
A 1 still would have been 5 points.
Then it brings into Boreal.
I'm going to aim at this guy and then shoot.
Don't we block line of sight though?
Technically.
I mean, I'm shooting over dwarves.
Ah, I forgot that little.
that's actually kind of harsh.
They're literally dwarves. That is their race. They are 5 feet at most.
5-1. 5-1, thank you.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Oh boy. Yeah, you just almost hit Dolgrim straight in the head, but thankfully you just hit the wall.
Stop jumping.
Again, unless you want a fortune point for...
I only have 1 and I've used that.
Oh, okay. Well, let's bring it to the tradesman.
Alright, I'm gonna move up here.
We'll finally find out if his trade is war.
I found that out 2 weeks ago. 10.
Oof.
It.
I believe he gets a dodge. No, he did dodge against Helmut, right? No, he didn't. Because Helmut went for the maneuver.
And I failed. I'm a failure. Failing is what I do.
You can flagellate yourself later.
I mean, yes, but what else is new?
Alright, 11 damage to the left arm. Which I believe he has some armor in. Oh, they do not. Interesting. Or have I not just added in? Tell you what, I will not check it because that's gonna take way too much time. So I will just say that they do not have armor currently. Thought that they might at least have a leather check or something, but... Alright, it's the sellsword's turn. He is a little overwhelmed. But, Ulfgar, you were the one who just damaged him, so logic would say that he would try to hit you because they will still think that they have a chance to win. No reason to doubt it. Okay, that's definitely a miss.
See, he has a reason to doubt.
Okay. Helmut.
Charge. Do I have some? No, I just add the 10% bonus to my hammer attack, right?
Yeah, when it prompts you, you just put in 10.
Oh wait, I can't charge.
I mean, you can charge, but you would take a opportunity attack.
Then I go all-out attack on this guy in front of me.
Oh, okay, they do have armor. Okay, so I will just take one of their hit points back.
Miss.
Okay, would you like to try and fortune point, perhaps?
No, I'm okay. Sometimes you just fail all day.
I know, it feels so bad. My luck in terms of combat is usually so shite. So I know how it feels. So, and... medium... arm... leg... Okay. Got it. Alright, the foot pad. He has a hand weapon, so he would come to help in the melee combat. He charges at Helmut.
You can't. Oh, that footpad.
Yeah, that one. Not the dead one. He hits you in the head, Helmut, and since you just all out attacked, you cannot take reactions.
I know.
Oof. Minimum damage.
That's 3 damage. Actually, 2. 2 damage.
Yeah, if especially if you took the skull cap.
Bonk. No, I didn't. I'm just
Oh, you just have that much toughness.
big-headed.
Alright, this guy with the crossbow, he's gonna take an aim at either Dolgrim or Boreal. That's gonna be Dolgrim, since I said his name first, so he's gonna aim. Actually, reloading I believe is a half action, so he would have to take a half action first to reload. So he cannot aim.
Crossbow actually might be a full action.
He does have a rapid reload to make it a half action.
Okay.
Alright, fair enough.
So... nope. Robin. You might be also thinking of the firearms in the system, which take like 4 turns to reload.
Nope, crossbows are regularly a full action.
Oh, okay.
But with rapid reload, it's half, yes.
Yeah, because let's see what... Ooh, he has marksman? Cool.
Well, I'm gonna stab the guard, not the one that just charged with the hand weapon, the one that's been here for a little while. And we outnumber him. Do we still outnumber him 2 to 1?
I think you
He's
get
got his
2 to
friend there.
1. Yeah, because you've got.
There's 3 of us and 2 of them. So
Ulfgar and you, because you're attacking this guy, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I think he's nullified because he's got 2 on him.
all right. I'm gonna full action to get all my attacks. Oh, all right. The first one hits, I think.
Yes. And... did I dodge? Yeah, I did, against Ulfgar, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Second hit?
Well, I should. Do you want me to roll the damage for the first one?
Yeah, go ahead. Tell you what. Yeah.
Yep.
That's a hit on where?
Roll it like that.
It's a shame that your macro doesn't tell automatically where's that's a hit on, so that's a 20.
Yep. And
Did
that's
I-
a +1 because I have strike mighty blow.
So 20, so that's in the right arm that hits. So mighty blow, I believe there's extra 1. So 7 damage on the right arm, which he has a single point of armor in, so that would be minus.
Wait, our swords are just strength, eh?
Yeah,
I
strength.
already asked that. It's just my brain's a
Yes.
little scrambled.
The sword is a hand weapon is just strength. And you can add that +1. I added mine underneath the damage line for the weapon macro. Because I've got that as well, so it just automatically includes.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah, you might want to look at the weapon page a little more closely. Which brings us to... Actually, no, you still have your second hit. Sorry, forgot about that.
Right. Yeah. Does it look like the first one actually hurt him any?
He did hurt a little, but he's still alive.
Right. Yep.
You can definitely see where they got their confidence in. So that's you would have to actually hit first, you know.
Yeah. I was just already at the sword thing, so that's what I rolled. My bad.
Well, that's a miss unless you want a fortune point, if you have any left.
Yep, I have 2, so I will be using my second fortune point to reroll. So, yeah, why not? It's what it's there for.
I mean, can't get any worse unless you roll 100.
Don't doubt me, Marcus. Yep. It's acting up. Are we back? Sorry, roll 20s. Getting angry at me for a second here. Okay, we're back.
Alright.
Alright, yep.
So,
There we go.
60. 60 is a hit on the body. So that's
Do you want me
12
to keep
damage.
The, damage, okay.
12 damage to his body, which he has 3 points of armor in. He has 3 toughness. So that's 6 damage that goes through, which is exactly enough to kill him.
Alright.
So with 2 precise blows, you quickly subdue him.
Cool.
Oh, I skipped Dolgrim again. God damn it.
It's fine. It's that 222s in a row. I'm gonna charge this guy.
Alright.
And miss.
Apparently so. That's it? Well, it's a charge, so
Yeah.
unless you want a fortune point, obviously.
I already spent both trying to climb up the dam.
I'm going to aim at the crossbowman and shoot. Are we still using the house rule that missing by the -20 means I hit my ally?
Unless you roll really badly.
That is a hit.
You would have to literally fail with like the 6 degrees of fail to get the hit.
Nice. So, I hit him on his left arm for 9 points of damage with armor piercing.
Okay, oh, he's immediately bloodied again. You are definitely damaging everybody currently. Probably because you're the most reliable hit, maybe. Which brings us to Ulfgar.
Alright, can I get a charge on the guy up here?
You can charge this guy.
This one?
Yeah, that one.
He can't. Yeah.
Alright, so
That one.
You must pick up enough speed for a charge.
I'm kind of rolly. It's like aerodynamic. So all I gotta do is move.
Barrel roll. He will try to attempt to dodge that. I haven't dodged once yet, so maybe I'll get lucky. No. So 7 damage on the left arm, which he has least amount of armor in. So 3 points of damage. He is close to death. He's dead. Helmut.
I aim and I strike. So that's a 10% with another 10% for flanking.
Flanking is on the opposite sides.
No, we just have to be in threatening range.
Yeah, the harried.
It doesn't work like in D&D.
Yeah.
Flanking isn't a thing in this system. Outnumbering is.
Outnumbered.
Yeah.
One is a plus 10 bonus.
Yeah, it's not a flank, but it's an outnumber.
Outnumber. Oh,
He's getting confused because flanking is a different term in D&D, and we're very used to D&D. That's why.
I mean, it would be funny if the flanking was a thing in this system. Would get a little too absurd because you get so many other bonuses. But anyways, you miss. The footpad. Let me see if he had. Oh, he's at full HP still. In that case, I was gonna make him roll willpower if he had taken a hit, but since he's at full HP, he is going to Helmut or Robin. That's a good question. Let's go with Robin this time. Actually, he knows that Helmut is damaged, so he would go after the damaged one first. So I will justify it with that. So he is going to, tell you what, he's gonna all-out attack you, Helmut. So plus 20. That's a miss. Which brings us to the sellsword, who has his crossbow out. With a free action, he will drop it. As a half action, he will pull out his hand weapon. And with his other half action, he will try to strike Dolgrim. That's a hit on you, Dolgrim.
I will attempt to... Wait, can I attempt to block? Yeah.
I mean, you do have a
I can
shield.
attempt to block on a charge. I can't attempt to block on a full. Yeah. I just didn't remember if it was the same as all-out attack or not. So.
No. You keep parrying me like constantly. The only damage that I have managed to do to you is your own failure with the 100.
Yeah, the bonk on the head.
I'm getting so sick of you parrying me. Alright, Robin.
Yep. Oh, there's one of them that's still alive back here, right? Yeah.
Yeah, that's the
smack him
footpad
around a little bit. Yep.
right in front of you.
Yep, still got the 2 attacks. First one.
Miss.
It's a miss. And number 2.
Miss.
Ooh. Alright.
Good try.
For a bit.
But unfortunately your luck is not this time on your side. It's Dolgrim. Maybe the luck is on your side.
Now that I'm able to, I'll take both of my attacks.
I might as well try to attempt dodge that, right? Does he have his dodge? I believe he used it this turn, so he has to wait until the next round.
No, because he went before I did, but after.
Alright.
Yeah, so he can try.
Haha! Yes!
Alright, my second attack.
Damn it. For a moment there, I was happy. Thankfully you hit him in a location which he has a ton of armor in.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's still enough to kill him.
Excellent. Good job, Boreal.
Yes, I weaken people. It's what I do. Speaking of weakening people, I'm going to aim at the last guy and shoot. That is a miss.
Yeah, that's just a regular old miss. Ulfgar.
Alright, guess we'll just charge it, last guy. Oh, what do we got there? Plus 30? 10 for the charge and then 20 for outnumbered?
It's only 10 for charge, not 20, but you're getting a total of plus 20 for the outnumbering. So it's a 30 total.
There we go, we have an Ulfgar t-shirt there. Anyways, yes, hit. Footbed, did you have body armor? Yes, letter check. Resisted by 4, and you have how many hit points? That many, okay. So 4 damage, which brings him to that much health. Helmet.
I go all out attack.
Oof. Unfortunately, not on your side is luck.
Session's almost over. Use that fortune point.
I think it's
My
safe.
fortune point, if I'll get it back next time.
I mean, they always recharge at the start of the session unless I say otherwise. You're thinking of maybe fate points. That's a hit. And
So no damage.
yeah, no damage. Alright, let's see. Oof!
Fortune point well spent.
Well now, so I rolled 100 on this guy's bolt check. So all of a sudden you see him crumble in front of him in front of you. He kind of takes a little bit of you see something leak in his pants, and he's cowering in the corner, like completely defenseless. As he's like, no!
I drop my shield, I lean over him, grab him by the chin, and I look very uncomfortably close into his eyes. And I go... Tell me everything.
Let me see, I need to roll on the insanity table. Where is the insanity table? That's not it. Did this system even have an insanity table? There's insanities, but what they do. Nothing, alright.
Now what is going on here?
But you see him like completely just like chew on his fingernails, and he's like as you're holding him.
I slap him over the face and I ask him again.
It seems like he's gone into a complete shock state.
Okay, then I smack him with my shield across the face.
It seems you're just making it worse, as he's just like just completely going nuts.
Hitting catatonic people does not work. Hitting people in shock does not work.
Say again?
Hitting people in shock or catatonic people does not work. It does nothing.
Nah, you just have to persist.
Don't give up.
Sounds about right. Well, while you work at that helmet, let's examine the rest of the bathhouse.
So I grab my hammer, I grab his leg, I stretch it, and then I look into his eyes as I slowly raise my hammer and say, "This is going to hurt me more than it's going to hurt you, brother."
He is still going like pizza, pizza, pizza.
I walk up and I knock him out. I'll use strength to stun if I need to.
Yeah, you just knock him out.
Yeah. Walk up and hit him with the butt of my axe. You're gonna get
Headmaster Dwarf, he can't communicate otherwise.
He can't.
He must be
communicate
conscious
now.
for this. If he's not conscious, he doesn't feel the pain.
You see this trail that he's leaving? He's already unavailable for questioning at the moment.
Well, lucky we're in a bathhouse. Let's see if we can find a body large enough of water that is also cold. That might help. Put some sense back into him. Let's check this place out then.
But
After I knock him out, I'll pull out my rope and tie him up.
yeah, you guys tie him up. He's obviously not gonna be much of a threat.
Yeah.
But you see a couple of bathrooms. You see like this community pool, and you see like an office and a couple of like changing rooms and a door over here. You do not know where it leads.
Is it locked?
This one? Yes, when you try it out.
Alright. Okay. come back over and start rifling through this guy's pockets.
Luckily enough, you find a pair of keys.
While I'm in there, I'll see if he's got any coin on him.
Let me see if you are lucky enough to find some coin on him. No, he does not have a singular coin on him.
I'll go check out this little office area.
Yeah, you see like a small little business area. You see like a table with a parchment on it, a little ink and quill, and a shelf filled with like some records.
And I'll wave to everybody else after I get these keys and tell them there's a locked door over here, and I'll hold up the keys.
In the records, do we have the blacksmith? Maybe with like an address?
You go through a couple of books really quickly, and you find like this book called Deliveries. Actually, can you even read? Yeah, you're the tradesman, so you should have the read and write.
Yeah, I'm the dwarf that can't read.
So you quickly run through the deliveries, and you see like almost daily deliveries to the address that the blacksmith was in. They're just marked as goods.
Mm-hmm.
I'll bring that out and show it to everybody. Any other names that we might find interesting?
Not that would strike like familiar or like known associates. You do see that the bathhouse is visited by quite many locals, though.
Yeah.
But they're more than likely just normal customers, so it's not like anything strikes out at you.
You find a note. Congratulations, you have murdered 4 people.
They were completely innocent. Congratulations.
3 of them were.
Only murdered
One of them knew
3.
fancy hand signals.
Yeah, he was just giving out the peace out signal.
We've only murdered 3. One of them's still alive, technically.
Is it worse that you made him go into...
Yeah. Hey, a little psychotic break here and there never hurt anybody.
But we can end the session here, or we can you guys can peek into the basement if you want, and end it there.
I'm cool with it.
In the basement.
I'm good either way. My wife is.
I like
She's starting in on a tournament, but I'm fine with just checking the basement because we're ending momentarily.
You can always find something fun in the basement.
Ah yes, fun. As example, you go down and you find like this basement, almost in a dungeon design. You go through the ladder, you open it a couple of doors, and you find a group of adventurers that have been stripped out of their goods. And you find a group of people inside stripping out of their goods. Among them is the blacksmith that you met. The bad one.
Well, it appears more murder is in order.
As they're just in the middle of like drugging one of the adventurers and are stripping out of his goods.
Damn it.
The time of reckoning is nigh, and I slap my hammer into my palm.
For Sigma and ponies!
So yeah, that's the scene that you come in on.
Right.